जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी गोपीजन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी। जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी गोपीजन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी। यशोदानंदन ब्रजजन रंजना यशोदानंदन ब्रजजन रंजना यमुना तीरवनचारी। जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी गोपीजन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी। जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी गोपीजन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी। यशोदानंदन ब्रजजन रंजना यशोदानंदन ब्रजजन रंजना यमुना तीरवनचारी। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे हरे। गोविंद जय जय गोपाल जय जय राधा रमण हरि गोविंद जय गोविंद जय जय गोपाल जय जय राधा रमण हरि गोविंद जय जय गोविंद जय जय गोपाल जय जय गोविंद जय जय गोपाल जय जय राधा रमण हरि गोविंद जय जय राधा रमण हरि गोविंद जय जय। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे हरे। कलियुग पावन हरिनाम संकीर्तन यज्ञ की जय। अवै चरणारविंद भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय। Hare Krishna. Today we try to sing a new bhajan. Who are online are able to see the screen? Harinama Tuva Aneka Swarupa.
Yes, we can.
Okay, perfect. Haribol Shankar Prabhu, how are you?
Haribol.
Very nice, very nice. Hari Harinama Tuve Anika Swarupa. Harinama Tuve Anika Swarupa. Harinama Tuva Anika Swarupa. Harinama Tuva Anika Swarupa. Harinama Tuva Anika Swarupa. Yeshodanandana Anandavardhana Yeshodanandana Anandavardhana Nandatanaya Rasakupa Nandatanaya Rasakupa. Harinama Tuve Anika Swarupa. Harinama Tuve Anika Swarupa. हरिनाम तू अनेक स्वरूपा हरिनाम तू अनेक स्वरूपा यशोदानंदना नंदवर्धना यशोदानंदना नंदवर्धना पूतना घाटना तृणवर्तहाना पूतना घाटना तृणवर्तहाना सकट भंजन गोपा सकट भंजन गोपा मुरली बदना अगभगमर्दना मुरली बदना अगभगमर्दना गोवर्धनधारी राखाला गोवर्धनधारी राखाला केसी मार्धन ब्रह्म विमोहना केसी मार्धन ब्रह्म विमोहना सुरपति दर्प विनाशी सुरपति दर्प विनाशी आदिष्ट पातन गोपी मोहना आदिष्ट पातन गोपी मोहना यमुना पुलिना विलासी यमुना पुलिना विलासी राधिका रंजना रसरसायना राधिका रंजना रसरसायना राधिका रंजना रसरसायना राधिका रंजना रसरसायना राधा कुंडा कुंज बिहारी राधा कुंडा कुंज बिहारी राम कृष्ण हरि माधव नर हरि 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 मच्चादि गण अवतारी मच्चादि गण अवतारी गोविंद वामन श्री मधुसूदन गोविंद वामन श्री मधुसूदन यादव चंद्रव नामादि यादव चंद्रव नामादि काटिय साटन गोकुल रंजना काटिय साटन गोकुल रंजना काटिय साटन गोकुल रंजना काटिय साटन गोकुल रंजना राधा भजन सुख सारी राधा भजन सुख सारी राधा भजन सुख सारी राधा भजन सुख सारी इत्यादि का नाम स्वरूप प्रधान इत्यादि का नाम स्वरूप प्रधान बाधु मोर रचिनागे बाधु मोर रचिनागे रूप स्वरूप पदा जनि निज संपदा रूप स्वरूप पदा जनि निज संपदा भक्ति विनोदा दोरी मागे भक्ति विनोदा डोरी मागे भक्ति विनोदा डोरी मागे Bhakti Vinoda Dori Mage, Bhakti Vinoda Dori Mage, Bhakti Vinoda Dori Mage, Bhakti Vinoda Dori Mage, Bhakti Vinoda Dori Mage. Hari Nama Tubani Kasarva, Hari Nama Tubani Kasarva, Yeshoda Nandana Nanda Bhartama, Yeshoda Nandana Nanda Bhartama, Yeshoda Nandana Anandavardhana, Yeshoda Nandana Anandavardhana, Nandanaya Rasa Puruta, Nandanaya Rasa Puruta. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Harinama Tuva Aneka Swarupa. This song is written by Bhakti Vinod Thakur. Very beautiful song. I was listening to a lecture of Amarendra Prabhu, then I picked up this song. Of course, I could not catch his tune. I made my own tune, but it's a very beautiful song. It is telling, O Harinama, you possess unlimited forms. You are beloved son of Mother Yashoda, the increaser of the bliss of Gokula, the son of Nanda, and the reservoir of all transcendental mellows. So this song is again, if you see, Putana Katana, Trunavartahana, Sakata Panjana, Murali Vadana, Akabaga Marthana, Govardhana Dari. It's highlighting or glorifying Krishna based on his different pastimes, what he has done. So many Rakshasas he has killed. So he is trying to glorify that. Yadava Chandra, Vanamali, Kadiya Satana, Gokula Ranjana, Radha Bhajana Sukasali. Each word is connecting to Krishna. You are the slayer of the demons Putana and Trunavarta. You broke the cart. You are the protector of the cows. You are the player of the flute. You are the destroyer of the demons Aga and Paka. You are the holder of the Govardhana hill. And you are a cowherd boy. You destroyed the Kesi demon. You have bewildered Lord Brahma. You broke the pride of Indra. You are the destroyer of Arishtasura. You are the enchanter of all young girls of Gokula. And you are the person who was playing on the sandy banks of river Yamuna. You delight Srimati Radhika Rani and you give the life to the Rasa dance. You sport in the groves near Radha Kunda performing a variety of pastimes. You are reservoir of pleasure, Ananda Budhivardhana. You are attractive to every living being, Krishna. You remove all inauspiciousness and you are the husband of the goddess of fortune. Krishna removes all the inauspiciousness. You are the source of all incarnations such as Lord Narasimha, the half-man, half-lion incarnation, and the Matsya, the fish avatara. You are the source of all the avatars. O Harinama, you are pleasing to the cows, land, and senses. You are pleasing to the ears, cows, land, senses. Your Naam is pleasing everybody. You are the dwarf Brahmana incarnation. You are like the Vamana. And you are the slayer of the demon Madhu. That's why Krishna is called Madhusudana, because he has killed a demon called Madhu. You are the moon of the Yadu dynasty, Yadava Chandra. And you are always wearing beautiful garlands of fresh forest flowers, Vanamali. You are the destroyer of the Kaliya serpent, Kaliya Satana. And You are the delighter of the Gokula. Gokula Ranjana. Everybody is very happy when you are there in Gokul. And you rejoice the worship of Srimati Radharani. That means Radha Bhajana Sukhashali. How does Radha feel happy? When she says Krishna, 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 it gives so much happiness to Srimati Radharani. O Harinam, Thakura Bhakti Vinoda, understanding your glories, clasp the lotus feet of Rupa Goswami and Swarupa Damodara Goswami in praise. O Harinam, according to your sweet will, you manifest in all the forms, in many others also. Please let them increase my love and attachment for you. So, Bhaktivinoda Thakur is asking the previous acharyas like Rupa Goswami, Swarupa Damodara Goswami, asking them, Jani Nija Sampada, Bhaduka Mora Rati Rage. Give me more attachment to the name of the Krishna. Vancha Talpakarupyascha, Krupa Sindhubhya Evacha, Patitana Pavanebhyo, Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. What is that prayer meaning? Asking our senior Vaishnavas for their blessings, for their association, so that we can connect more and more to Krishna. How will we develop the taste for Krishna? By serving Vaishnavas, by associating with Bhaktas. భక్తులతో ఉంటేనే మనకి కూడా భక్తి వస్తుంది. అందుకనే భక్తి కావాలంటే ఏం చేయాలి? భక్తులతోటి సాంగత్యం కావాలని కోరుకోవాలి మనం. ఎప్పుడు భగవంతుడిని ప్రహ్లాదుడి ప్రేయర్ గుర్తొస్తుంది. నీ పాద సేవయు, నీ పాదార్చకులతోడి నెయ్యం. He says, I want friendship with Nitara Bhutadaya. Prahlada Potana Bhagavatam. Nitara Bhutadaya. I want compassion towards it. నీ పాదార్చకులతోటి నెయ్యం. I want friendship with you are this one. Shankara Prabhu, మీకు గుర్తుందా ప్రేయరు? Yes. So he's asking Swarupa Goswami, Swarup Damodar Goswami and Rupa Goswami, please give me attachment for the name of Krishna. Please give me attachment towards the lotus feet of Krishna. Please allow me to stay focused on the bhakti. That is the prayer. If you see a Vaishnava, that should be our prayer. That with your association, I want to take bhakti. So that is a beautiful song highlighting the name of Harina and glorifying Krishna in different ways like Putana Katana, Yadava Chandra, Vanamali, Kaliya Satana, different ways. So we are fortunate that we started our day thinking about so many names of Krishna. Hare Krishna. Namo Vishnu Padaya, Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale, Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namini, Namaste Saraswati Devi Kauravani Pracharini, Nirvisesha Sunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarini, Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda, Sri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gauravata Vrunda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Om Jnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. Sri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadanti Swapadantikam Vandeham Sri Guru Sri Yuta Kamalam Sri Guru Vaishnavamscha Sri Rupam Sagrajata Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Pada Sahagana Lalita Sri Vishakanvitamscha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostude Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Purushavanu Sute Devi Pranamami Haripriye Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Krupa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभो नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौरभक्त वृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय, ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय, ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। नारायणं नमस्कृत्यं नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्। नष्टप्रायेषु अभद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवती उत्तम श्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्टिकी। कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकी नंदनाय च नंद गोप कुमाराय गोविंदाय नमो नमः। धन्याय कृष्ण प्रेम प्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्ण चैतन्य नामिने गौरत्विषे नमः। नमः पंकजनाभाय नमः पंकजमालिने नमः पंकजनेत्राय नमस्ते पंकजांग्रये। नमो ब्रह्मण्यदेवाय गोब्राह्मणहिताय च जगद्हिताय कृष्णाय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। Hare Krishna. Thank you and welcome all. I was thinking, to be honest, these prayers are enough for us to start our Sunday. This Bhagavad Gita is extra. Day morning, we are singing a song about Krishna and we are reciting all these prayers together. This is our fortune. So, now we'll discuss the add-on component, which is the Bhagavad Gita. So, మనం 5th chapter చెప్పుకుంటున్నాం. Last week we discussed until 14 slokas. This is one of the shortest chapter, 29 slokas are there. If Krishna permits, I want to complete it today, even though we spend another 15-20 minutes. I want to complete this 5th chapter. So, anything you remember from the last 14 slokas? Last 13, 14 is already here again. Entamma? Krishna consciousness. Huh? Everything is a servants Krishna. Very good. Action in Krishna consciousness. Basically working for Krishna with that knowledge that we are a soul and we are eternal servant of Krishna. ఆ ఆలోచనతో మనం ఏ పని చేసినా భగవంతుడికి అర్పించినట్టుగా అవుతుంది. That is one main point. Anything else, Prabhu? Anything else? Absolutely. Child and the mother. Perfect. Exactly. So Prabhuji reminded us a beautiful point we spoke. So it is basically how we try to reduce our attachment for results. Because today, the way we are so tuned working since our age or since many lives is that by expecting something only, we get the motivation. Actually, after reading Bhagavad Gita, I was trying to connect some management basics which I studied long back. What is the motivation? What is the definition of motivation? One which gives you energy to be able to do something because you desire something from that one. The whole concept of motivation is making us time to do something which we are expecting. And now Krishna is saying, don't expect anything. Then kahan se aayega motivation? Krishna is kicking on the root. Is it right? This was my definition of the motivation which I studied in my first management classes, and where our management teacher was explaining about Maslow's hierarchy theory of basic needs and how do somebody move from safety needs all the way to self-actualization needs. Abraham Maslow. I studied long back, 93. So in my CA first year, we had management as one subject. And the teacher who used to teach us is a very, very eminent teacher. He was teaching MBA students there. So I developed some interest in that subject because of the teacher. I'm sure we all know that because of the teacher, we developed interest on one subject. So that's a subject I picked up more interest than accounts, income tax, finance, and everything else. So maybe that's why Krishna has given me a job to be a manager. Krishna. So Krishna is killing on the root motivation. ఇంకా మరి పని ఎందుకు చేయాలనిపిస్తుందండి? ఎలా చేయాలనిపిస్తుంది? రిజల్టే వద్దని కృష్ణుడు అంటుంటే ఇంకా మీకు పని చేయాలని ఎలా అనిపిస్తుంది? ఇంకా అనిపిస్తుందా? ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ పొద్దున్నే ఆఫీస్ లేదనుకోండి, సండే మార్నింగ్ భగవద్గీత క్లాస్ లేదు, అండ్ దేర్ ఇస్ నో ఆఫీస్, డూ యూ ఫీల్ లైక్ గెటింగ్ అప్ ఫ్రమ్ యువర్ బెడ్? లెట్స్ సే I'll add one more thing. Mataji doesn't need to cook. Otherwise, Mataji will think, even though there is no office, I still need to get up and cook. Now I'm giving you one more thing. You don't need to even cook. Your husband doesn't need to go to office. Your children doesn't need to go to school. Do you feel like getting up from the bed? What is the motivation?
But I don't know about others, but I think that people know, some people they say that okay, Saturdays and Sundays you don't have to get up. But the thing is, my mother, she always thought that she used to take us by 5:30. Till today, we wake up at 5:30.
Very nice.
I mean, that's the discipline we have to inculcate.
Very nice. Very nice. So this is a point which we need to contemplate. Prabhu, you are saying something.
I say duty itself is a motivation.
Duty itself is a motivation. Good point. Duty itself is a motivation. Let's say your boss says, thank you for your amazing work. From this month, I will not be able to pay you. Are you motivated to get up in the morning and go to office by 9 a.m.? Yeah. So, in our life, everything we are so tuned to the result. By expecting the result, anticipating the result, we make a work. And Krishna is hitting on the root cause. Again, connecting back to Arjuna, Krishna said, Arjuna, don't think about whether you will win the war or lose in the war. Your duty is to fight. ధర్మాన్ని నిలబెడటం కోసం నీ పన్ను చేయాలి. డూ ఇట్ లైక్ ఎ డ్యూటీ. గెలుస్తావో గెలవో అది ఇదివరకు అంటారు కదా, గెలుపు ఓటములు దైవాధీనం. So you do it like that. So this is a point for reflection that we need to remember in mind. Prabhuji is connected to one word called duty. Any other things you will connect? Without motivation, how we can work? One is, both of you said duty. Feeling it like a responsibility. Responsibility, duty.
Also, how to be legally when you actually don't put the efforts. Expectations may also look legally. This is like you only think about the result, not about the work.
Correct. So motivation is positive and negative, both ways. Motivation, the result will either motivate you or it will say, anyway, you cannot do it, so don't do it. So the result can either make you go further or result will bring you back. Both times. Now, I will tell you, in 10 minutes, you have to go to Secunderabad railway station. Prabhuji, I don't know what you are doing. What will you do? Prabhuji, 10 నిమిషాల్లో సికింద్రాబాద్ స్టేషన్ నేను వెళ్ళలేను. ఈవెన్ ఫ్లైట్ ఎక్కినా సరే టేక్ ఆఫ్ అవటానికే 6 minutes పడుతుంది. సో ఐ విల్ నాట్ టేక్ ద ఫ్లైట్. సో సమ్టైమ్స్ ద రిజల్ట్ దట్స్ ఇట్ ఆల్సో విల్ నాట్. సో దట్స్ అన్ ఇంపార్టెంట్ పాయింట్. అండ్ దిస్ 14th sloka and 15th sloka of Bhagavad Gita chapter 5 are very tricky slokas, and we need to understand. Very tricky slokas. And I wanted, that's why last week I spent 14, I'm repeating again. Krishna is saying the embodied spirit does not create activities, nor does he induce people to act, nor does he create the fruits of action. All these enacted by the modes of material nature. Krishna is telling, నీలో ఉన్న ఆత్మ పని చేయట్లేదు. Yes, Mataji. Tell me. Without motivation, yeah. Need of the hour. Bhajyata, responsibility, need of the hour. Understand? Very good. So Krishna is telling, actually this sloka and next sloka will little confuse us, it will shake us. But let's be ready and try to understand it. He's saying that నీలో ఉన్న ఆత్మ అంటే spirit soul, it does not create activities. అది పనికి బాధ్యురాలు ఆత్మ కాదు. It is not inducing people to act. పని చేయమని ఆత్మ చెప్పట్లేదు. And it does not create the fruits of action. Results ఆత్మకు సంబంధం లేదు. And this is all acted by the modes of material nature. Krishna is telling the soul is not responsible for your action or for your results. Then who is responsible? And in the next sloka, Krishna is telling, I am not responsible. 15th sloka, Krishna is telling, I am not responsible for your problems. 14th sloka is telling, your soul is not responsible. Mari inkevaru? Huh? So, he is telling that this is enacted by the modes of material nature. Ante, as soon as we are getting connected to the material world, we spoke the example of a water droplet, pure water droplet coming and falling in the gutter. Until 1 second before, it did not lose its purity. This is the gutter. Until here, it did not lose the purity. Tongue. A water drop went into the gutter. ఏమైంది? ఆ గటర్ వాటర్తో కలిసిపోయింది. ఆ తర్వాత మనం గటర్ వాటరు ఈ ప్యూర్ డ్రాప్ మనం సపరేట్ చేయగలమా? తీసుకెళ్ళి ఫిల్టర్ చేస్తే సపరేట్ చేస్తాం. అంటే భక్తిలో సాధన చేసి చిజిల్ చేస్తే అగైన్ ఇట్ విల్ కమ్ అవుట్. బట్ యూ కెనాట్ separate and identify. All this is because the water got merged into the gutter water, the droplet. Similarly, as soon as the soul is entering into the material world, అంటే ఈ భౌతిక ప్రపంచంలోకి మనం రాగానే ఈ భౌతిక ప్రపంచంతో మనం తాదాత్మ్యం చెంది నేనే ఈ శరీరాన్ని అనుకొని ఈ లోకమంతా నా ఆనందం కోసమే ఉంది అని అనుకొని మనం పనులు చేస్తున్నాం. బై ఐడెంటిఫైయింగ్ విత్ ద వరల్డ్ వి స్టార్ట్ డూయింగ్ ద యాక్షన్స్ and we get the results and we take birth again to suffer. So man proposes, God disposes. What does it mean? Who is proposing? Man. God is only disposing. God is not proposing. Right? So here, if you see the last line before we read other paragraphs, you are responsible for your intention and choices, but not the ultimate controller of the results. Results are not in your hand. You are the one who is making choice. And your intentions are leading to your choices. Then that is leading to the action because of the association with the material body. ఈ మాయ ఈ భౌతిక ప్రపంచం తోటి ఉన్న కనెక్షన్ మనని ఆడిస్తుంది. You take one thing to the magnet. You take one iron piece to the magnet. It will start moving because of the magnetic power. If you take that iron 1 kilometer away from that small magnet or 100 meters away, will it work? It is not moving. But you put that 100 meters or very close to the magnet, depends upon the magnetic power. Going back to my first year physics. It is pulling that to that extent of power. Right? Somehow the superior nature, the living entity, has been in contact with material nature since time immemorial. అంటే ఎప్పటి నుంచో మనం ఈ భౌతిక ప్రపంచంతో కనెక్షన్ ఉంది. ఈ భౌతిక ప్రపంచమే నాది అని అనుకుంటున్నాం మనం. రైట్? The temporary body or material dwelling place is the cause of varieties of activities with resultant actions. Living in such a conditional atmosphere, one suffers the results of the activities of the body by identifying himself with the body. So, root cause of all the problems, Hare Krishna. Right here. Root cause of all the problems is identifying with the body. Nenu ee shariranni అని అనుకోవటమే major problem. And the end of solution, end of this whole struggle is understanding that I am not the body, I am this soul. The root cause of problem is I am this body. The solution is I am not this body, I am this soul. We are in between. We are in this transition. We are in the transition of trying to understand nenu shariranni kaadu, nenu atmani. That transition whole process is the sadhana. It might take 1 day, 1 week, 1 month, 1 year, 1 life, 10 lives. I don't know. అర్థమైందండి? From this ispar se uspar tak. That is the whole journey. From here to here we are going. This part, starting point is I am this body. Ending point is I am not this body, I am this. This whole path is the sadhana. As long as it is the ignorance acquired from the time immemorial that is the cause of the bodily suffering and distress. As soon as living entity becomes aloof from the activities of the body, he becomes free from the reactions as well. So does it mean that from tomorrow morning, after we understand this sloka, we will not take bath? We doesn't need to eat. We doesn't need to go to office. We doesn't need to take care of our children. Is that what Krishna is telling? No. Krishna is telling, understand that you are eternal servant of Krishna. That is your original identity. The moment somebody asks you, Prabhuji, what's your name? Narayan. What are you doing, Prabhu? I work in so-and-so company. I am from Orissa. My mother tongue is Odia. I have 2 children. I have 2 daughters. This is all your identification. Actually, because of my job, I came to Hyderabad, Prabhu. This is all your identification. I know, I understand. But the first identification we need to have in our heart, Krishna is telling is, I am an eternal servant of a Krishna. I am the soul. But you don't need to say this when you go for an interview. If you go for a new job interview, who are you? Tell me about yourself. Na jayate mruyate va kadachin natve vaham jatunasam. No. When you go to interview, you have to tell, I am Narayan. I have these many years of experience in this industry, and I am in charge of shop floor. That this experience, whatever you have, you need to keep telling that one. But core and core of your heart, you know, when you get up in the morning, when you're trying to put your tulasi, this one, on your forehead, you remember that I am the eternal servant of Krishna. Jivera Swarupa Hoy Krishnera Nityadasa. I am the eternal servant of Krishna, and this life is for me to understand Krishna and to develop my love for Krishna. That's my original identity. What is my false identity? I am so and so. I am from this, I am from that, I am from this caste, I am from this community, I am from that, all these things. Because all this is gone in the next life. Mataji, next life you are born in America. What will you tell Pravina Mataji? From Hyderabad. I am from Hyderabad. My mother tongue is Telugu. I am married to Giridhar Prabhu. I have 2 beautiful children. Will you tell all this next life you are born in America? You won't tell children. Because identity keeps changing. But what is that one identity? I am a soul. I am an eternal servant of Krishna. Even though you are an American, even though you are born in Congo, even though you are born in Japan, wherever you are, that's your original identity. But today we have forgotten that identity. These entire classes are only to remind us of our identity and thinking. The entire Bhagavad Gita, we are trying to learn 18 chapters, 700 slokas, we are chanting, we are singing bhajans, we are listening Bhagavatam. All this for what? To understand that I am eternally connected to Krishna. It is my duty to develop my love towards Krishna. అది గుర్తు చేయడం కోసం అనేక బాహ్యమైన కార్యక్రమాలు మనం చేస్తూ ఉన్నాం. Are you all able to understand Prabhuji's Mataji's అర్థమైందా? Right. Next. Nadatte kaschachit papam. Nadatte kaschachit papam.
నదత్తే కస్యచిత్ పాపం
Nachaiva sukrutam vibuh.
నచైవ సుకృతం విభుః
Ajnanavrutam jnanam. Ajnanenavrutam jnanam.
అజ్ఞానేనావృతం
Tena
జ్ఞానం
muhyanti jantava.
తేన ముహ్యంతి జంతవః
Nadatte kaschachit papam.
నాదత్తే కస్యచిత్
Nachaiva
పాపం
sukrutam vibuh.
నచైవ సుకృతం విభుః
Ajnanenavrutam jnanam.
అజ్ఞానేనావృతం
Tena
జ్ఞానం
muhyanti jantava.
తేన ముహ్యంతి జంతవః.
What do you recite? Nachaivam sukrutam vibuh. Ajnanenavrutam jnanam. Tena muhyanti jantava. Giridhar Prabhu, you want to do? Nadatte kaschachit papam. Tena muhyanti jantava. So, nor does Krishna started with this sentence because in the previous sloka he said 14, soul is not responsible. Now he is telling, nor does the Supreme Lord assumes anyone sinful or pious activities. Embodied beings, however, are bewildered because of ignorance which covers their real knowledge. Krishna is telling, నాకేమి సంబంధం లేదు. చేతులు కడిగేసుకున్నాడు ఆయన ఇక్కడ. నీ ఆలోచనలతోటి, నీ పనులతోటి, దాని మూలాన్ని నీకు వచ్చే రిజల్ట్స్ తోటి నువ్వు తిరిగి పరిగెడుతున్న దానికి నాకేమీ సంబంధం లేదు. Now my question here. Krishna is సర్వకారణ కారణం and he is telling నాకేమీ సంబంధం లేదు. How to reconcile this fact? శివుడు ఆజ్ఞ లేనిదే చేమైనా కుట్టదు కదా అంటాం కదా. అంటే ఏంటంటే స్వామి ఆజ్ఞ లేదంటే ఒక చిన్న ఆకు కూడా కదలదు అంటాం. Then how can Krishna is telling he is not responsible for my thoughts, actions, results? I was not very happy with this statement before understanding this sloka. Yes, perfect. So I'll give one small example. God said you need food to eat. To live, you need to have food. But did God said have 7 pizzas night 11 o'clock and then sleep? Did God said eat 1 kilo biryani and then sleep? These are all created by us. When you are thirsty, God created water. But we created Campa Cola, Coca-Cola, Fanta. So many kind of drinks we created. God created, there is thirst. Thirst is created by Krishna. So he has given a solution. He has also given a water. But what did we create? We created 100 different things. And we drink and we have acidic problem, obesity, all kinds of problems we have. So now can you blame Krishna? Why did you create thirst? అసలు నువ్వు అసలు దాహం ఇవ్వకపోయింటే నాకు ఎంత బాగుండేది, నాకు కోక్ తాగాలని అనిపించేది కాదు. నువ్వు దాహం ఇచ్చావు కాబట్టి నేను కోక్ తాగుతున్నాను. దాహం ఇచ్చింది నీది. యాజ్ పర్ సో అండ్ సో సెక్షన్. నౌ కృష్ణ యు ఆర్ రెస్పాన్సిబుల్. కెన్ వి సే దట్? యు అండర్స్టాండ్ ద ఎగ్జాంపుల్? కృష్ణుడు శరీరం ఇచ్చాడు. శరీరం ఇచ్చి ఏం చేయమన్నాడు? ధర్మ మార్గంలో నిలబడుతూ, భక్తి మార్గంలో నిలబడుతూ నా దగ్గరికి రా అన్నాడు. But what are we doing with this body? We're doing everything other than what Krishna said. For example, a father is training his son and he wakes him up at 6 o'clock and brings him to the park. Why did father wake up his son? To give him fitness training. If the son comes and plays with his friends here, what is the purpose of getting at 5:30 and coming to the park? So Krishna has given body for a purpose and we are trying to deviate from that purpose. So Krishna is telling, I am not responsible for your sinful actions nor pious actions. Because of ignorance, I am doing this one. Cigarette. Is it written on cigarette? Some years back it used to be written as cigarette smoking is injurious to health. Now changed it. Smoking kills. They made it very direct. Initially, it was 20% of the box size. Now it is 60% of the box size. Smoking kills. And some places, smoking causes cancer. Not even smoking may cause cancer. But how many people stopped smoking by reading that ad? Not only advertisement, on every dabba it is read. I was in airport yesterday, a couple of days back. Then I was seeing I was sitting nearby, there was a smoker's room. 1 hour time, cup, everybody is doing that one, ready to get to their next flight. A lot of papa. So, is Krishna responsible for creating the cigarette? Is Krishna responsible for creating the desire in you that I want to smoke? So, can a thief say Krishna is sarvakarana karanam? He is the one who created the desire in me. నాదేం తప్పు లేదు, కృష్ణుడిని తీసుకెళ్లి బంధించండి. ఒప్పుకుంటారా? లాజిక్ లాయర్ గారు ఒప్పుకుంటారా?
Basically deviate from the right path, and you do all this nonsense.
ఆ డిజైర్ ఇచ్చింది ఎవరు? హూ మేడ్ మీ టు హూ గేవ్ మీ ద డిజైర్ టు స్టీల్ దట్ గోల్డ్ ఆర్నమెంట్ ఫ్రమ్ దట్ హౌస్? No, Krishna has given me that desire. I will say that Krishna has given me that desire. Krishna has given me that desire. He did not give Narayan Prabhu. Narayan Prabhu is very pure-hearted guy. He did not give him, but he has given me. So I have stolen. So please arrest Krishna, not me, because he is the Sarvakarana Karanam. As per Srimad Bhagavatam, as per Bhagavad Gita. That's what I connect back to the movie Act of God. Recently, I was browsing something that came up again, and I had that interest to watch that 15 minutes, all the court scenes in that movie. Oh my God, the Gopala movie. How they connect back to the Bhagavad Gita slokas and says Krishna is responsible for everything. Suhridam Suhrut. And then finally he says act of God and he claims the penalty and all. So, ladies and gentlemen, Prabhujis and Matajis, let us understand that Krishna is not responsible for your desires. Krishna is a facilitator of your desires. You are giving 100 rupees to your son, or you are given 20 rupees to your son. Whether your son buys apple and eats, or he eats kurkure, it is his choice. Because he has 20 rupees, you have given 20 rupees. I don't know 20 rupees you get kurkure or not, I don't know. Apple also we don't get nowadays for 20 rupees. So, ఆ పిల్లోడు యాపిల్ కొనుక్కుంటాడా కురుకురే కొనుక్కుంటాడా అన్నది పిల్లవాడి చాయిస్. తల్లిదండ్రులు ఏం చెప్తారు? నాన్న కురుకురే తినొద్దు, మంచిది కాదు, హెల్త్కి మంచిది కాదు, తినొద్దమ్మా. దే కీప్ టెల్లింగ్ ఫ్యూ టైమ్స్. But still child says, I want to eat kurkure, that's it. What does parent can do? They cannot do anything. Am I right? Parents' duty is to inform, monitor, check. Beyond that, if child is still doing, because your mother is very strict not to eat kurkure, you go to your friend's house and eat. You are finding different ways to eat in this one. So you are responsible. Krishna is not. Are you all convinced with the examples we discussed? ఎవరికన్నా ఇంకా భగవంతుడి బాధ్యత ఎందుకు తీసుకోవట్లేదు అన్న క్వశ్చన్ ఉందా? రైట్. Krishna is always satisfied. He is undisturbed by the sinful or pious activities. He does not create a particular situation for a living entity, but the living entity desires to be put into certain conditions of life, and thereby his chain of actions and reactions begins. Right? So, కళ్ళ ముందు ఒక అందమైన వస్తువు కనపడింది. నీ మనసు ఏం చెప్తుంది? లాగే 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 అని చెప్తుంది. లాగేస్తే యు ఆర్ రెస్పాన్సిబుల్. నిగ్రహం పెంచుకుంటే యు ఆర్ నాట్ రెస్పాన్సిబుల్ ఫర్ దట్ వన్. Krishna, why did you put that beautiful item in front of me? If you have not put that beautiful item in front of me, I would have been very nice కదా. అర్థమైందండి? నా ముందు అటువంటి పరిస్థితి క్రియేట్ చేయకుండా ఉంటే నేను బాగుండేవాడిని కదా. రైట్. దిస్ ఇస్ వాట్ ఈస్ వెరీ ఇంపార్టెంట్. ఇట్ ఈస్ కాల్డ్ ద ఫ్రీ విల్. Krishna has given you the free will to choose something, and by your free will you are making choices, and because of your choices there are actions, because of your actions there are results, and because of the results there are sufferings, and because of the sufferings you are taking another body and you continue to take actions. ఈ జనన మరణ చక్రం ఇలా తిరుగుతూ ఉంటుంది. భగవంతుడు బాధ్యుడు కాదు. నువ్వు చేసే పనులకి భగవంతుడు బాధ్యుడు కాదు. రైట్? Krishna is neutral to everybody. And so the Lord allows him to, when the living entity desires, అంటే మనిషి కోరుకుంటే, the Lord allows him to fulfill those desires. But the God is not responsible for the actions and reactions of the particular situation which may be desired. Crystal clear. ఇది మనం అర్థం చేసుకోవాలి. Lot of ignorant people blame God for everything. అసలు నా మనసులో నీ ఆలోచన నువ్వు ఎందుకు పెట్టావయ్యా? నాకు ఆ పరిస్థితి నువ్వు ఎందుకు క్రియేట్ చేసావు? ఆ దొంగతనం చేసే పరిస్థితి కానీ, ఇంకొకరితో మిస్బిహేవ్ చేసే పరిస్థితి కానీ నువ్వు నాకు ఎందుకు క్రియేట్ చేసావు? Right. The Lord is the constant companion of the living entity as Paramatma, and therefore he can understand the desires of the individual soul as one can smell the flavor of a flower by near it. If you are near a flower, you know the smell. Krishna is sitting right in your heart. So he knows the smell of your heart. కంపు కొడుతుందా, సుగంధాలు వస్తుందా నీ హృదయం నుంచి భగవంతుడికి అర్థమైపోద్ది. నీకు ఈ కోరిక కావాలంది సరే తీర్చుకో. Desire is a subtle form of conditioning for the living entity. The Lord fulfills his desires as he deserves. Man proposes and God disposes. So Krishna is responsible for granting your desires, not seeding, putting the desire in your heart. Prabhuji's, Mataji's, are you all understanding? అర్థమవుతుందండి. సో కోరిక అన్నది మనమే బాధ్యులము. ఆ కోరిక తీర్చుకోవడానికి మనం అనేక పనులు చేస్తూ ఉంటాము. ఆ కోరిక కోసం భగవంతుడు గ్రాంట్ చేస్తాడు. కృష్ణ, ఐ వాంట్ టు బికమ్ ఏ 500 crore ప్రాపర్టీ పర్సన్. దట్స్ యువర్ డిజైర్. యూ గో టు బాలాజీ టెంపుల్ అండ్ డూ అ డీల్. హౌ మచ్ యూ వాంట్? 5%, 8%? ठीक है, 7% settled. And how will you earn that 500 crores? Two choices. Work hard, start a business, grow ethically with your strategy, multiple branches, multiple solutions. You can grow and your market capitalization goes up. You become a 500 crore capital company. Or you do all kinds of nonsense to achieve that 500. Understand? Desire is ours. Krishna is saying, because you desired, I am giving you this one. You wanted it. That's why I am giving you this one. Now, if you are having this body, who wanted it? I wanted it. If you are having these circumstances, who wanted it? I wanted it. చాలా మంది మనం అనుకుంటాం, నన్ను ఈ పరిస్థితుల్లో ఎందుకు పడేసావు స్వామి, నీకు మనసు లేదా కఠినాత్ముడా? వై డిడ్ యు పుట్ మీ ఇన్ ది సర్కమ్స్టెన్సెస్? ఈ సర్కమ్స్టెన్సెస్లోకి ఎవరు తీసుకొచ్చారు మనని? మనమే తీసుకొచ్చాం. గోతిలో మనమే పడిపోయి అక్కడ గొయ్యి ఎందుకు పెట్టావు? నా కాలు వేసే ముందు అక్కడి నుంచి గొయ్యి తీసి పక్కన పెట్టచ్చు కదా.
Cause of this body is ignorance.
You have a ditch in front of you, and you should be conscious in walking, and you put one step and fall in the ditch and blame Krishna. Why did you put the ditch there? Why did you make me walk in this direction? You should have made me walk in another direction, then I wouldn't have fallen in the ditch. You understand? That's it. The Lord, however, can fulfill all desires. Lord, being neutral to everyone, does not interfere with the desire of the minute, independent living entity. Please understand this one.
Just compare that. So when God disposes, fulfills the desire of the soul.
Yeah.
Suppose a child is entering for a bomb, very dangerous. So the parents should never give them.
Yes.
They know, but because of something, the child got attracted. So that doesn't mean that parent will sanction that. So when they will see there are so many sanctions, there are some rich man doing some so many sanctions. So how it got sanctioned?
Because
the choice. What choice you make is God will allow that, and you will suffer with that.
The suffer is okay, but he is a child, like the child doesn't.
see, Prabhu, whether it is a child is doing with out of ignorance by age because he is 2 years old, and a 30-year-old man is also doing out of ignorance. But that ignorance is different from this ignorance. But both are committing mistakes. For example, child, I'll take a small example connecting to your dot. Child is trying to put his hand in fire. His mother said 10 times, don't do that, it will burn, it will burn. When mother is not there, the child tries to put in the fire. How long mother can stop? Mother went to the toilet. In the 2 minutes, this guy has put his finger in the fire. What can mother do? To the extent mother is there, she will try to protect. And mother keeps telling you, Nana, you should not do that one. It's dangerous, it's dangerous, it is dangerous. I still want to do it. What can mother do about it?
That is not fun.
So, in a similar way, connecting Prabhu, Krishna, that dirty desire, somebody want to rape a woman, or somebody want to kill another person, strong desires is there in that person's heart. Now he went and killed the other person. Now how can you say, Krishna, why did you arrange a knife at that time? Why did you create that thought that I have to kill to that other person? Why did you put that other person in front of that time when this person has the desire to kill? You understand, Prabhu? Like that, if you start thinking, on one sense, everything is happening as per the will of the Krishna. On the other sense, who made the desire that I want to kill that guy? Let's say that other person has did something wrong to you. Okay, he did something wrong to you. But Krishna also has given the Bhagavad Gita knowledge and asking you that you can forgive, or you are going through that suffering because of your own past karmic reactions. Don't show revenge. That knowledge Krishna has given. But you are ignoring all that knowledge and you say, I want to take revenge, I want to kill that person. And you are looking for opportunities to kill, and you have killed that person. Then you cannot blame Krishna. You have given me that opportunity to kill. I found him at 11 o'clock in the night when nobody was there. At that time, there was a big rod near my leg, and immediately pulled it. Had that rod not be there near my leg, I wouldn't have killed him. Had that person not come out at 11 o'clock, I would not have killed him. Prabhuji and Mataji, I'm trying to go deep into this point. I know I'm spending far too much time than I should on this sloka, though I have a desire to complete another 15 slokas before 9:15. You understood, Prabhu? So, Bhagavan's duty as Paramatma is to sanction. It is your duty to ask right desires. Ask proper things. Krishna, please allow me to chant properly. Krishna, put me into Vaishnava association. Krishna, my boss asked me to move away from Hyderabad and he has sent me to Gurgaon because of my work. But please, I know I have no choice. I have to now to go to Gurgaon. I have been attending Bhagavad Gita classes for the last 6 months. Now I have to go to Gurgaon. Can you please make sure that I again stay in some association near my home? Also, some Bhagavad Gita classes must be happening. That is how you can desire. And Krishna will facilitate the desire. Wrong desire, right desire. Krishna is a facilitator. And then you are choosing. And again, going back to sociology and several other aspects, your choices are based on your upbringing, your family background, your past karma, your past vasanas. All these are putting you in certain circumstances. And then you are making those choices and we are suffering. So, one line answer is, Nee karmaku neeve bhajyadavu.
For example,
Yes, Prabhu, please tell.
Government is there, they create universities and they create jail for it. They build jail for it. So if you commit crime and go to jail, who is responsible? Government is not responsible because jail is there. We cannot say that government is responsible.
Yes.
So
Yeah, we cannot say jails are there. There is a budget. If jail is empty, that budget will go underutilized. Let me also spend some time in jail. So government is taking care of people, whether you are inside the jail or outside the jail. Whether you want to be inside or outside is your choice. Ardhavena Prabhuji, Mataji. Fine. Next. This paragraph we'll read and move on. However, when one desires Krishna, the Lord takes special care and encourages one to desire in such a way that can one attain to him and be eternally happy. Therefore, the soul, by his desire to avoid Krishna conscious, causes his own bewilderment. Krishna is trying to create the desire that he is trying to put you into this association. But whether you want to take it or not is again our choice. Right? But if you wanted that kind of a desire, he facilitates. In that kind of a desire, he is facilitating and is creating that environment for you to progress spiritually. You wanted to attend Bhagavad Gita classes? Maybe one soul here had that sincere desire. That's why these classes are happening. Of course, Raghunandan Prabhu's desire. But still, one among you who are attending these classes, you might be having intense desire. Nak telsukovalnundi ani. Then Krishna arranged this one. And because of that one desire, other people are also getting benefited. And there are so many other people still sleeping. They do not want to come to classes, even though we ask them, please come, Anna Sare. There are some people who don't want to come. That is our life. Next. Okay. The God is a neutral sanctioner. The soul is the desiring agent. The nature is the executing mechanism. అంటే డిజైర్ శరీరంతో మనం డిజైర్స్ తీసుకుంటుంటే ఈ ప్రకృతి మనకి అరేంజ్ చేస్తుంది. ఐ హ్యావ్ ఎ డిజైర్ టు ఫ్లై సో మచ్. నెక్స్ట్ లైఫ్ కృష్ణ విల్ మేక్ మీ అ బర్డ్. నీ ఇష్టం, సావు. నీకు బాగా ఎగరాలని ఉంది కదా, ఈ పక్షి శరీరంలో కూర్చొని ఎంత కావాలంటే అంత ఎగురు. కృష్ణ ఐ వాంట్ టు స్విమ్ 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 స్విమ్. సావు. ఫిష్ సావు. బాగా నీళ్ళలోనే నాని సావు. కోరిక నాది, భగవంతుడు శాంక్షనర్. సో ఇట్ ఈస్ అవర్ డ్యూటీ టు రీప్లేస్ బ్యాడ్ డిజైర్స్ విత్ గుడ్ డిజైర్స్. దట్ హ్యాపన్స్ బై నాలెడ్జ్, that happens by association, that happens by reading Bhagavad Gita. So last line we'll read and move on. Responsibility lies with the chooser, not the provider. Ante. This is the bottom line. Next. Jnanena tad ajnanam esham nashitam atmana tesham aditya vajnanam ప్రకాశయతి తత్పరం. జ్ఞానేన తద్ అజ్ఞానం నాశితమాత్మనా తేషామాదిత్యవజ్ఞానం ప్రకాశయతి తత్పరం. Somebody from Prabhuji's want to recite Brahmananda Prabhu. చదువుతారా? జ్ఞానేన అజ్ఞానం ఏషాం నాశితమాత్మనా తేషామాదిత్యవజ్ఞానం ప్రకాశయతి తత్పరం. లోపమతజీ want to read? జ్ఞానేన అజ్ఞానం ఏషాం నాశితమాత్మనా However, when one is enlightened with the knowledge by which nescience is destroyed, then the knowledge reveals everything. However, this again connecting to the previous sloka, that neither soul is responsible nor Krishna is responsible. But how will you make right choices? By knowledge. జ్ఞానం ఉంటే మంచి ఆలోచనలు వస్తాయి, మంచి కోరికలు కోరుకుంటాం. సో దట్స్ వాట్ ఈస్ టెల్లింగ్. వన్ ఈస్ ఎన్లైటెండ్ విత్ ద నాలెడ్జ్ బై విచ్ నిసైన్స్ అంటే అవిద్య పోతుంది. నాలెడ్జ్ ఉంటే అవిద్య పోతుంది. దెన్ నాలెడ్జ్ రివీల్స్ ఎవ్రీథింగ్ యాజ్ ద సన్ లైట్స్ అప్ ఎవ్రీథింగ్ ఇన్ ద డే టైమ్. సూర్యుడు ఎలాగైతే పగలు ప్రకాశం ఇస్తే డార్క్నెస్ పోతుందో, రాత్రి ఉన్న చిమ్మ చీకటి సూర్యోదయం రాగానే ఆ చీకటి పోతుంది. అలాగే జ్ఞాన ప్రవేశం అవగానే మనలో ఉన్న అజ్ఞానం పోతుంది. ఓం అజ్ఞానతిమిరాంధస్య జ్ఞానాంజన శలాకయ చక్షురున్మీలితం యేన తస్మై శ్రీ గురవే నమః. వాట్ ఈస్ ద మీనింగ్ ఆఫ్ దట్ శ్లోక? Guru is the one who removes the ignorance and gives us knowledge. That is the Guru. చక్షురున్మీలితం యేన, కళ్ళు తెరిపించి మనని అజ్ఞానం నుంచి జ్ఞానం వైపు నడిపిస్తారు. నెక్స్ట్. How does one get perfect knowledge? Perfect knowledge is achieved when one surrenders unto Krishna. భగవంతుడికి శరణాగతి చేస్తే సరైన నాలెడ్జ్ వస్తుంది. Right? When one is perfect in knowledge, surrendering unto Krishna, one attains Krishna consciousness, then everything is revealed to him as everything revealed by the sun in the daytime. Whoever is doing Krishna Bhakti, whoever is Krishna consciousness, all the knowledge is revealed to him. ఇక్కడ చెప్పారండి, మీరు హార్వర్డ్లో పిహెచ్డి చేస్తేనే మీకు నాలెడ్జ్ అంతా వస్తుంది, ఐఎస్బిలో ఎంబీఏలు చేస్తే నాలెడ్జ్ అంతా వస్తుంది, నారాయణ చైతన్యాలో రాత్రింబగళ్ళు చదివి ఆల్ ఇండియా ఫస్ట్ వస్తేనే, నీట్ టాపర్ అయితేనే నాలెడ్జ్ వస్తుందని చెప్పాడు కృష్ణుడు. కృష్ణ సెట్ If you surrender to Krishna, if you act in Krishna consciousness, you get knowledge. భక్తితో జ్ఞానం వస్తుంది. అందుకనే మనం భక్తి చేయటానికి ప్రయత్నిస్తున్నాము. ఆ భక్తే నాలెడ్జ్కి కారణం. వాళ్ళ కింద నుంచి పైకి, పైనుంచి కిందకి ఉపనిషత్తులు తిరిగే ఎక్కర్లేదు. భక్తితోనే నాలెడ్జ్ ఇస్తాడు. నెక్స్ట్, తద్బుద్ధయాస్తదాత్మనాస్ తన్నిష్ట తత్పరాయణ గచ్చంతి అపునర్వృత్తిం
గచ్యంత్య
జ్ఞాన
పునరావృత్తిం
నిర్ధూత కల్మష.
జ్ఞాన నిర్ధూత కల్మష
తద్బుద్ధయాస్తదాత్మనాస్
తద్బుద్ధయస్తదాత్మ
తత్పరాయణ
సంతిష్టాస్తదాయ గచ్యంత్య పునరావృతిం
కల్మష.
జ్ఞాన నిర్ధూత కల్మష.
శంకర్రావు ప్రభు చదవండి.
తద్బుద్ధాయస్తదాత్మన
తద్బుద్ధాయస్తదాత్మనాస్
అస్తన్నిష్టాత్పరాయణ
తన్నిష్టాస్తత్పరాయణ
గచ్యంత్య పునరావృత్తిం
గచ్చంత్య పునర్నివృత్తిం
జ్ఞాన నిర్ధూత కల్మష.
జ్ఞాన నిరూధ కల్మష. Anybody online wanted to read the sloka? Shankarrao Prabhu, you want to try? Shankar Raja Prabhu, you want to give a try?
Satya sir.
Deepika
sir,
Mataji, please recite.
Yeah, no, actually we can still see agenda page.
Krishna, why are you telling this now? Why are you telling this now?
Sir, actually I joined just 5 minutes back, sir.
Okay.
So,
No worries, no worries. Next time, don't see the screen, please tell me.
yeah, sure.
Any one of you, if you don't see the screen, tell me. Okay, are you able to see the 17th sloka?
Now it is visible. Yes.
Okay, perfect.
Yes,
Right.
sir. Now it is.
Okay, thank you. So, okay. How will you make right choices? By knowledge. జ్ఞానంతో రైట్ చాయిసెస్ తీసుకుంటాం. మరి జ్ఞానం ఎలా వస్తుంది? When one's intelligence, mind, faith and refuge are all fixed in the Supreme, the one can become fully cleansed of misgivings through complete knowledge and thus proceed straight on the path of the liberation. Mataji, Telugulo chadavandi Mataji, Rajita Mataji. Yes. So, with knowledge, we make right choices. How will you get the right knowledge? With intelligence, ante buddhi, mind, manassu, faith, nammakam, refuge, sharanam, ashrayam are all with Supreme. Ante Bhagavantudi mida manasa, vacha, karmana. Ante manassu toti, buddhi toti, nammakam toti, Bhagavantuni ashrayam తీసుకుంటే, if we take shelter of Krishna, all our negative things will go away. Krishna will remove the negative things in our heart. మన మనస్సులో ఉన్న చెడు ఆలోచనలన్నీ ఆయన తీసేస్తాడు. తీసి జ్ఞానాన్ని ప్రసాదిస్తాడు. అర్థమైనా? That is what is the answer. The whole Bhagavad Gita centers around this declaration that Krishna is Supreme Lord, and that is the version of all Vedic literature. భగవంతుడికి శరణాగతి చేయమంటున్నాడు. And entire Bhagavad Gita is telling that what finally? 1866. Krishna should have said 1866 as 1.1 and closed Bhagavad Gita in one line. Papa, ఎందుకైనా 699 శ్లోకాలు ఎక్స్ట్రా చెప్పాడు పాప. ఆయనకి పని లేదు. He could have said directly 1.1, no? Instead of dharma kshetre kurukshetre, he would have said sarva dharman parityatya mamekam sharanam vraja aham sa sarva papebhyo mokshayishyami ma sucha. So, after everything, finally is telling Krishna, please, you understood everything? Now surrender. Now surrender to me. Understood everything. Now surrender. Right? That is what school and college are supposed to do. Give all the knowledge. Now you choose what you want to do. You want to become sane or you want to do something nonsense. You got a PhD in chemistry. Now you want to use that for betterment or you want to do nonsense. It's up to you. 18. Beautiful sloka. Vidya Vinaya Sampanne
सम्पन्ने
Avihastini
ब्राह्मणे गविहस्तिनि
Sunichaiva Swapake cha
सुनिचैव श्वपाके च
Pandita Samadharshinaha
पंडिता समदर्शिना
Vidya Vinaya Sampanne
विद्या विनय संपन्ने
Brahmane Kavihastini
ब्राह्मणे गविहस्तिनि
Sunichaiva Swapake cha
सुनिचैव
Pandita
श्वपाके च
Samadharshinaha.
पंडिता समदर्शिना
Anybody want Mataji to recite this sloka? Rajita Mataji. Vidya Vinaya Sampanne
संपन्ने
Brahmane
ब्राह्मणे
Kavihastini
गविहस्तिनि
Sunichaiva Sapake cha
श्वपाके च
Pandita Samadarshinaha.
असमदर्शिना.
Sagar Prabhu Chautara.
We need to move to the next slide.
Vidya Vinaya Sampanne Brahmane Kavihastini Sunichaiva Sapake cha Pandita Samadarshinaha. Hare Krishna, are you able to see 18th sloka? Whoever is
Not
online?
yet, Prabhu. Not yet, Prabhu.
No,
I'm
sir.
seeing the 17th.
17.
This is my karmic reaction. How many times I worked this?
Prabhuji, shall I tell you? Shall I tell this sloka?
Yes, Prabhu.
Vidya Vinaya Sampanne
Vidya Vinaya Sampanne
Brahmane Gavihastini
Brahmane Vihastini
Sunichaiva Swapake cha
Sunichaiva Swapake cha
Pandita Samadarshinaha.
Pandita Samadarshinaha. Are you able to see 18th sloka now online?
Yes,
Yes,
Prabhu.
sir.
Haribol. So Krishna is telling, the sages are saying, see with equal vision a Brahmana, a cow, an elephant, a dog eater, Chandala. Andarni samananga chudu. This is the most controversial sloka, if you do not understand it. Krishna is telling, see a Brahmana, cow, elephant, dog eater as with equal vision. What is he meaning? One guru has given this lesson to a king, and from that day, next day onwards, there was a Rajaguru sitting there. He said, now I understand 5.18. And there was one beggar there. He said, you also sit next to the Rajaguru. Because both are equal. He said, I will wash the feet of beggar, not the Rajaguru. Both are equal. That is not what Krishna is telling. అంటే ఒక వేదం చదువుకున్నవాడు బాగా మందు తాగి ఆ చెట్టు కింద పడిపోయిన వాడు ఇద్దరు ఒకటేనా? మరి కృష్ణుడు చెప్తున్నాడు ఇద్దరు ఒకటే అని. The point here we need to understand is, please understand them that they're all souls. From that point of view, not that materially they are same. A Vedic Brahmana and a Beuda, both are not same. They are same from a soul point of view. Both are souls, both have taken birth, both are undergoing their karmic reactions, both are eternal servants of Krishna. Antavaraku they are same. Understood?
Right.
A Krishna conscious person does not make any distinction between species and caste. వీళ్ళు ఉన్నత కుటుంబంలో పుట్టారు. ఇప్పుడు ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ నౌ ఐఎమ్ టేకింగ్ భగవద్గీత క్లాసెస్. Did I ask your caste? Did I ask which language? Of course, I asked language because so that I know which language I have to speak. But did I find out where are you from? Did I ask which religion you are? What financial status you have? This is open for everybody. ఎవరెవరికైతే తెలుసుకోవాలందో everybody can come. I don't know any of your personal backgrounds. Right?
Petaway.
So, Krishna conscious person is not looking at which species, which caste, where is he coming from, వీడు మంచివాడా చెడ్డవాడా, వీడు పాపాత్ముడా. For example, there is a very bad person who has done so many sins. He comes and says, Prabhuji, I want to attend Bhagavad Gita classes. ఏమంటాం మనం? Yes. For example, one of your apartment watchmen, he is also coming and sitting next to you. You'll have a problem. Will you have a problem if one of your apartment watchmen also comes here and attends the Bhagavad Gita classes? కష్టమే కొంచెం. వాడిని ప్రభుజీ అనాలంటే కష్టం అంతేనా? So because we are normal people, we are able to see the differences. But an acharya will not see the difference. Prabhupada went to America. People were having drugs. People were sleeping with each other every day. Horrible people. But he did not see all those things. He said, these are all struggling souls. I need to give them Krishna consciousness. And he has given Krishna consciousness. In the same fridge when Prabhupada was putting prasadam bhoga, one person was putting mutton and chicken in the same fridge. Because Prabhupada was sharing with another person. Prabhupada has to tell such people, you need to worship your guru. Ante nannu గౌరవించాలి మీరు అని ఆయన చెప్పుకోవాల్సి వచ్చింది. In India, at least we don't need to tell. ఒక కాషాయ వస్త్రంలో ఉన్నవాడిని గౌరవించాలి, నమస్కారం పెట్టాలని we don't need to tell. But Prabhupada was dealing with such kind of people and he was telling, you need to worship your guru. You need to see your guru like a god. He was even telling them because they were in that state of mind. So Prabhupada did not see, ఇటువంటి దరిద్రుల మధ్యలో నేను వచ్చాను. And he was living in Vrindavan in Radha Damodar temple. Radha Damodar temple lo he was given very respect and he was sitting right next to Rupa Goswami Samadhi. He was taking rest there and he had the opportunity to live for the rest of the life in that Samadhi, near that Samadhi in that room. He was writing books, he was translating, he was getting prasadam. He is already 70 plus. Krishna Rama anukuntu prashantanga he can live for the rest of the life. Kani he left to America and he struggled so much so that in Gautam Enclave today we have Bhagavad Gita class. Why did he go there? The result is what is happening today. Otherwise, why will we all sit in Bhagavad Gita class? Because of his sacrifice. అర్థమైందండి? సో ఆచార్య సమదృష్టి అంటే అర్థమైందా? He was seeing. ఆడు రోజంతా మందు కొట్టి అర్ధరాత్రి వరకు పరాయి స్త్రీతోటి వ్యసనంలో ఉండి ఆ రోడ్డు మీద స్టెప్స్ మీద పడి పడుకొని ఉండేవాడు. మనం చూసి మనం ఏమనుకుంటాం? ఛీ అంటాం. కానీ ఆయన ఏమనుకున్నాడు? అయ్యో భగవంతుడికి వీళ్ళు దూరం అయిపోయారే, వీళ్ళకి భక్తి ఇవ్వకపోతే వీళ్ళని ఎవరు ఉద్ధరిస్తారు, వీళ్ళని నేను జ్ఞానం అందజేయకపోతే వీళ్ళకి ఎవరు జ్ఞానం అందజేస్తారు, వీళ్ళు ఇంకా ఎన్ని జన్మలు ఇలా కొట్టుకుంటారు. దట్ ఈస్ ద కంపాషన్ ఆఫ్ ఎ గురూస్ హార్ట్. ద గురూస్ హార్ట్ ఈస్ సో కంపాషనేట్ దట్ హీ వాంట్స్ ఎవ్రీబడి టు కమ్ టు కృష్ణ కాన్షియస్. I don't qualify to say that one, but why am I begging every week, please come to Bhagavad Gita class? Why am I asking you, please come to class? Why? This is an opportunity for all of us. మళ్ళీ ఎప్పుడు వస్తుందో తెలీదు, ఆపర్చునిటీ ఎప్పుడు పోతుందో కూడా తెలీదు, శరీరం ఎప్పుడు వదిలిపోతుందో తెలీదు. ఇక్కడి నుంచి ఇంకో ఇప్పుడు సడన్లీ వన్ ఆఫ్ యూ హావ్ టు మూవ్ టు సికింద్రాబాద్ ఆర్ ఎల్బీ నగర్. ఫ్రమ్ దేర్ కెన్ యూ కమ్ టు గౌతమ్ ఎన్క్లేవ్ టు అటెండ్ క్లాస్? ఇక్కడ ఉంటేనే వచ్చి సావట్లేదు, ఇంక ఎల్బీ నగర్ నుంచి ఏమొస్తుంది? సో మేక్ హేవన్ సంశయ్. He shifted to Kolkata. That's why I don't see him. Ashish Behra Prabhu. Okay, please convey my regards to him. Yeah. So please understand, the Lord is in everybody's heart. Even though he is the most sinner, Lord is in his heart also. ఒక చండాలుడు మనసులోనూ ఉన్నాడు, మందు కొట్టి అక్కడ పడిపోయిన వాడు మనసులోనూ భగవంతుడు ఉన్నాడు, ఒక పండితుడిలోనూ భగవంతుడు ఉన్నాడు, భగవద్గీత క్షుణ్ణంగా తెలిసిన వ్యక్తిలోనూ భగవద్గీత ఉన్నాడు. God is in everybody's heart. And God is the true well-wisher of everybody. So Krishna is telling, don't hate anybody. So have equal vision that everybody is a children of God. Children of God అంటే మళ్ళీ వేరే రకంగా అర్థం చేసుకుంటాం. Right? The bodies of the material production of different modes of material nature, but the soul and the super soul within the body are of same spiritual quality. When Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was walking in the Jharkhand forest, tigers and elephants and lions were dancing Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. ఆయన ఎలా చూస్తున్నాడు? అరే రే, these are all struggling in the bodies of lions and elephants so far in the forest, and they don't even chance of listening Hare Krishna Mahamantra. At least a dog in Gautami enclave can listen to some kirtan when we are doing. Somewhere it is go into its ears. Maybe next life might be human life. When we are doing Nagar Sankirtan, some dogs are also liberated. There was this story. One Brahmana was chanting in the middle of the sea, in the water, because he wanted self-control. He was standing until here in the water and he was doing Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, near the water. One tiger jumped to kill him. And at that time, one hunter saw and he killed the tiger. The tiger went to Vaikunta. Idikkade unnadu. Tiger went to Vaikunta because tiger just before dying, it heard Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. 8.5 కృష్ణుడు చెప్పాడు కదా, అంత్యకాలే చ మామేక స్మరణ్ ముక్త కలేవరం యః ప్రయాతి సమద్భావం యాతి నాత్ర అత్ర సంశయః. So Krishna fulfilled that. Was tiger a Krishna devotee? Did tiger came there to listen to Hare Krishna Mahamantra? It came to kill that guy so that it will fill its afternoon lunch. That person is a meal for the tiger. But tiger still went to Vaikunta. Why? Because in the last second it heard Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Right. A Krishna conscious person has a full knowledge of this, therefore is truly learned and has equal vision. Samadrushti ante ippudu enti ardhamainda? Yeah. So respect all equally spiritually, but behave appropriately materially. Ante you see a devotee, you say Hare Krishna Prabhu. You see one Beuda there, you put water on him. You won't say Hare Krishna Prabhu. Ardhamainda? But you understand this devotee and this person who is lying on the road, both of them spiritually they are souls. Materially they are very different. That's why you need a guru's help to understand these slokas. Otherwise, you will interpret the way you want and you say, Andaru okate. When you see all as souls, you naturally become non-envious. You develop true compassion. You will stop exploiting others. What is the advantage of seeing everybody equal? You will become non-envious. Evari meeda ఈర్ష్య ఉండదు. You will develop true compassion, daya. నీ మనసులో దయ ఏర్పడుతుంది. And you don't exploit others and you become a well-wisher of others. ఇంకా మీరు ఎవరిని ఎక్స్ప్లాయిట్ చేయరు. అందరినీ శ్రేయస్కరం, అందరి మంచి కోరేవాడు మీరు అవుతారు. When you see that everybody is a soul, then everybody is welcome to this Bhagavad Gita class. Whether he's a watchman or let's say there is a GHMC guy is trying to pick up all the paper on the road. And he's interested what is going on, he comes inside and sits for 10 minutes. He's also welcome. A big learned professor is also welcome. An unpad gawar is also welcome for this knowledge of divine thing. Because everybody deserves to understand about Krishna. Hare Krishna, are you able to understand?
Try to write more of the language class.
That is also.
He doesn't know the right way to use it. We should realize it.
Understand. That is true. A true scholar sees unity of the soul in all diversity of the bodies. One day, some group of devotees were distributing Bhagavatam. They were selling Bhagavatam. They went through some rich houses. Nobody bought that Bhagavatam. "Eh, makodu, makodu, makodu." Finally, they were there nearby. There is a vegetable market. They thought, let us go into the Bhagavatam, and they were thinking 7,000 rupees in vegetable market, which seller will buy. But then they thought, let us continue. One old lady who was selling leafy vegetables bought that entire Bhagavatam set. ఒక 5,000 అమ్మ నా దగ్గర 5,000 ఉన్నాయి, 7,000 లేవు, నేను 5,000 ఇచ్చి తీసుకోను అంటే ఓకే అన్నారు. అంటే ఒక ఆకుకూరలు అమ్ముకునే స్త్రీ భాగవతం కొనుక్కుంది. బిఫోర్ దట్ హీ వాస్ పాసింగ్ త్రూ విల్లాస్. ఈచ్ విల్లా is 5 crores, 10 crores. None of them are interested to buy Bhagavatam. So you never know who is deserving at the end of the day. So that's why book distribution has to, all of us have to do book distribution one day. How many of you are ready? Go stand near the road or near a shop and sell Bhagavad Gita books. How many are ready? Let us go one day. Let us go one day and do book distribution. We have to do more things than just reading. We have to do more seva. Because those are the real test of our knowledge. One day, me and my wife were doing book distribution. But I know if I tell this one now, you will be discouraged. I will not tell this. Right? Ihaivatayirjita sargo esham samye sthitam mana nirdosham hi samam brahma tasmat brahmani te sthita. Ihaivatayirjita sargo esham samye sthitam manaha నిర్దోషం హి సమం బ్రహ్మ తస్మాత్ బ్రహ్మాణి తే స్థిత. Anybody want to recite online?
Sure, sir. I'll
There
go.
are mistakes, it's okay, don't worry, just recite.
Ihaivatayirjita sargo.
Isaivatayirjita sargo
Ihaivatayirjita sargo. Esam samye sthitam mana.
యేషాం సంయే స్థితం మనః
Esam samye sthitam manaha. Nirdosam hi samam brahma.
నిర్దోషం హి సమం బ్రహ్మ
Nirdosham hi samam brahma. Tasmat brahmani te sthita.
తస్మాత్ బ్రహ్మాణి తే స్థిత. Anybody want to recite here, Mataji's? మా కొత్త వాళ్ళు చదవండి అమ్మా. Want to
Prabhuji,
recite?
shall I?
My little friend,
Shall I recite?
want to recite? मुश्किल है आपको? ठीक है. लक्ष्मी माता जी, please recite. जितैवतैर्जितः सर्गो येषां संये स्थितं मनः निर्दोषं हि समं ब्रह्म तस्मात् ब्राह्मणिस्ते स्थिता. Okay. So in the previous sloka, what did we understand? Try to see everybody with a equal spiritual vision. ఆధ్యాత్మిక దృష్టిలో అందరినీ సమానంగా చూడండి. 19th sloka. Those whose minds are established in sameness and equanimity have already conquered the conditions of birth and death. ఎవరైతే సమదృష్టితో ఉన్నారో వాళ్ళు ఆల్రెడీ they are like liberated. సమదృష్టితో చూడగలగటమే is like liberation. Krishna is telling, liberation is not that మీ గడ్డం నేల మీదకి తగిలేంత పెద్ద గడ్డం వచ్చి తపస్సు చేస్తేనే మోక్షం కాదు. అందరినీ సమానంగా చూడగలిగే స్టేజ్లోకి రావటమే is like liberation. And they are already situated in Brahman. Brahmabhuta stage అంటారు అనమాట. ఏంటి? If you are able to see everybody as one, if you don't have hatred towards anybody, ఎవరిని ద్వేషించకుండా అందరినీ సమభావంతో సమదృష్టితో చూడటమే మోక్షానికి అర్హత. That's what Krishna is telling. Yeah. As long as one identifies with the body, he is considered as a conditioned soul. But as soon as he moves to the stage of equanimity through the realization of the self, he is liberated from the conditioned law. So basically, if you see everything with the connection of Krishna, you are developing the higher taste. అంటే ఈ కనపడుతున్నది ఆ భగవంతుని యొక్క సృష్టి అన్న భావంతో అన్ని చూడ. ఇఫ్ యూ సీ ఎవ్రీథింగ్ విత్ ద కనెక్షన్ టు కృష్ణ, యు ఆర్ డెవలపింగ్ ఈక్వానిమిటీ. ఈవెన్ దో ద పర్సన్ ఈస్ కాజింగ్ పెయిన్ టు యూ, you should be able to see that person in connection with Krishna. Right? This verse is about seeing equally. Yeah. Understands that everybody is a part of Krishna. Everybody is a soul. Equanimity you need to develop. That's what Krishna is telling. If you develop that equanimity, you are growing spiritually. Day one, it's very difficult. But by practice, we'll get there one day. Ardhavayinda Prabhuji? Next. Na praharshet priyam prapya.
न प्रहेप्स् प्रियं
Nodvijet prapya cha priyam.
नोद्विजेत् प्राप्य च
Asammudo.
स्थिरबुद्धिरसम्मूढो
Brahmani sthita.
ब्रह्मविद् ब्रह्मणि
Na
स्थितः
praharshet priyam prapya.
न प्रहृष्येत् प्रियं
Nodvijet prapya cha priyam.
नोद्विजत्
Sthira
प्राप्य च
buddhir asammudo.
स्थिरबुद्धिरसम्मूढो
Brahmavid brahmani sthita.
ब्रह्मविद् ब्रह्मणि स्थितः.
Everybody want to recite? Na prahrashayet priyam prapya.
न
Prahrashayet priyam cha priyam.
प्राप्य
Right. So, this is again Krishna is talking about samadrushti and not to get bewildered by ups and downs in life. Krishna is again connecting back. A person who does not rejoice upon achieving something pleasant, nor laments when he gets something unpleasant, who is intelligent, who is not bewildered, who knows the signs of God, is already in the transcendence. కృష్ణుడు ఏం చెప్తున్నాడండి? సుఖం వచ్చినప్పుడు విపరీతమైన ఆనందపడిపోతూ, దుఃఖం వచ్చినప్పుడు విపరీతమైన బాధపడిపోకుండా ఉండగలిగిన వాళ్ళు ఆల్రెడీ you are in that kind of a state. Because you are intelligent, you are not bewildered, and you know the signs of God. So don't be disturbed by ups and downs of life. Be a long-term investor in the stock market. Don't see everyday ups and downs and do not get worried. That's what Krishna is telling. Sorry for a crude comparison, but just something so that we'll understand. Right? So, Krishna is telling, don't be over worried. I mean, over excited. Some people get over excited if they feel happy. And if they feel unhappy, they are over worried. Rendu oddu. So, the symptoms of a self-realized person are, he understands that he is not the body. He knows that this body is the part of Krishna. So, he is not therefore joyful in achieving something, nor does he lament in losing anything. This steadiness of mind is called sthira buddhi or self-intelligence. I know we are all married people, family, we have attachments and all, but you have the right knowledge, you will not worry. Beyond a point, if something, you lose something. If you know that one property value comes down, will you sit and cry? If you very clearly know that you are not going to take the property with you while you are dying, whole flat, mere ko bandh ke. When Krishna calls me, I'll go along with my flat and I will have a bag in that one. I will have all my documents, registered sale deeds. I'll have my fixed deposits, mutual funds, depository statements, NSDL statement. All these statements and everything I print to put it in a bag. When Krishna calls me, I'm going to take them with me. ఏమన్నా పట్టుకెళ్తామండి మనం? ఇప్పుడు మనం చాలా మందిని వెళ్ళిపోయిన వాళ్ళని చూసాం కదండి. ఏమేమి పట్టుకెళ్ళారండి వాళ్ళు? దిస్ ద బెస్ట్ పార్ట్. వాళ్ళు పట్టుకోవడానికే నలుగురు కావాలి. కానీ మనం even clothes they remove. Actually, Earlier days, clothes were also removed and burnt. Nowadays, they are not doing that one. Earlier day, they were not even having clothes. They were removed everything, and because how atla was chow, when we came with 3-piece suit. When we go also, we go like that one. But I know we have attachment in between. We'll all develop attachment, I understand, as Grihasthas, but Krishna is making it clear that if you are clear that this everything belongs to Krishna, entire thing belongs to Krishna, he is my proprietor, he is my caretaker, then your Shamshabad plot comes down by 30% or 40%, you will not sit and cry. అర్థమైందండి? భగవంతుడు చూసుకుంటాడు అన్న ఆలోచన ఉన్నప్పుడు ఇంకా దేని గురించి వర్రీ అవ్వాలి? ఇంకా దేని గురించి కింద మీద పడి తాపత్రయం అయిపోవాలి? అమ్మో అమ్మో అయ్యో మొర్రో కుయ్యో మొర్రో అంత ఎడవలసిన అవసరం ఎందుకు? భగవంతుడు చూసుకుంటాడని నమ్మకం లేనప్పుడు బాధపడాలి. అలాని నెగ్లిజెంట్గా ఐఎమ్ నాట్ టెలింగ్ యూ త్రో యువర్ రిజిస్టర్డ్ సేల్ డీడ్ పేపర్ ఆన్ ద రోడ్ ఇన్ ద gutter. No, Krishna has given something for your family, for your life to take care of it. That is not what I am telling. Let us not understand Vedanta in a wrong way. Prabhuji, then why are you living in a house? Go and live on the street. No, that is not. Krishna never said, go and live on the street. Krishna said, live in all the facilities, but don't be attached to the facilities. If tomorrow facilities are not there, don't cry. Today you are in a 5-star hotel, thank you, Krishna. Tomorrow you are in a 1-bedroom house, thank you, Krishna. Day after tomorrow you are sleeping in the bus stand, thank you, Krishna. I know it's hard, but we should be in a position to say thank you, Krishna. Practice. Whatever I am speaking, it is not that I have reached that stage, Prabhujis and Matajis. Yesterday I was talking with my friend. He was asking me, have you reached that stage you are preaching? So I was introspecting. Why am I preaching? Am I reached that stage? Am I a sannyasi? Have I reached that detached stage? I have reached the perfection in everything? No. But why am I preaching? Because I am also a sadhaka. I am also trying. And this is what Krishna said, that this knowledge should be shared with everybody. And Krishna said, whoever shares my knowledge is dear to me. And Prabhupada said, please share this knowledge. If I think I will share this knowledge when I come to that perfect stage, it might be 75 or 80. That time I won't even be, Hare Krishna, na notage bhajan kuda raadu. So, what am I qualified? No. But Prabhupada has empowered these unqualified people to speak. And we are doing this duty as a service. We are doing this duty as a postman to share this message of Krishna through Prabhupada, all of. And through this process, I am reminding myself. Every sloka I tell you, I remind myself. Every sloka when I tell detached, I question myself, am I developing that detachment? Right? So Krishna is telling, you need to come, you will come to sthira buddhi if you have steadiness. ప్రతిదానికి ఓవర్గా ఎగ్జైట్ అయిపోకుండా, ప్రతిదానికి ఓవర్గా బాధపడకుండా స్థిర బుద్ధితో ఉండమన్నారు. స్థిర బుద్ధి, సమదృష్టి. These are the two qualifications Krishna has spoken. స్థిర బుద్ధి, samadrushti. These are the two qualifications which we have to develop. And this comes by practice and bhakti. It doesn't come only by practice. It also will come by bhakti. Detachment will not come naturally. Detachment is a byproduct of bhakti. భక్తి ఉంటే వైరాగ్యం వస్తుంది. వైరాగ్యం మనం తెచ్చుకోలేము. ఎంతసేపు తెచ్చుకుంటాం? ఒక అరగంట తెచ్చుకుంటాం బయట నుంచి. మళ్ళీ ఒక అరగంట అయ్యాక మనసు లాగుతానే ఉంటుంది. రైట్. నెక్స్ట్ ఇస్ 21st sloka. There is a formatting issue there. PG 5.21. బాహ్యస్పర్శేవ అసక్తాత్మా విందతి ఆత్మని యత్ సుఖం సబ్రహ్మయోగ యుక్తాత్మా సుఖం అక్షయం అశ్నుతే. బాహ్యస్పర్శేవ అసక్తాత్మా ఆత్మని యత్ సుఖం సబ్రహ్మయోగ యుక్తాత్మా Sukam akshayam asnute. Such a liberated person. Who is that liberated person? One who has samadrushti and one who has sthira buddhi. Such a person, sthira buddhi, samadrushti unna vallu, they will not be attracted to the material senses because there is always a pleasure within. అంటే ఆ స్థిర బుద్ధి సమదృష్టి స్టేజ్కి వచ్చిన వాళ్ళు దే ఆర్ నాట్ అట్రాక్టెడ్ టు ద మెటీరియల్ సెన్సెస్. అంటే ఆనందం బయట నుంచి పొందరు వాళ్ళు, ఆనందం అంతర్గతంగా పొందుతారు. దట్స్ వై యు హియర్ ది స్టేట్మెంట్ దట్ హ్యాపీనెస్ ఇస్ ఎ స్టేట్ ఆఫ్ మైండ్. బట్ టుడే వాట్ ఈస్ అవర్ హ్యాపీనెస్? ఇట్ ఈస్ డిపెండెంట్ ఆన్ other people. Somebody says good morning, you feel happy. Somebody sees you but still did not even wish you happy. పొద్దున్న చూసి నన్ను కనీసం గుడ్ మార్నింగ్ కూడా చెప్పలేదు. నేను మా కాలనీకి ఇది, మా అపార్ట్మెంట్ నేను ఇది, వీడు నన్ను పలకరించని కూడా పలకరించలేదు. Whole day is frustrated and you finally shout at your employee because one person in your apartment did not wish you in the lift. Your subordinates are at serious risk that day. In the office, you show that frustration. Because we are totally dependent on external people. If other person appreciates me, I am happy. If the other person do not appreciate me, I am down. I wear a nice shirt. And today nobody said you are wearing a nice shirt. Yeah, my endiki chokka inga dandaga okkadu kuda baagundam. You bought a new car and you are driving into the office with the new car. You are looking at everywhere. Nobody said congratulations on your new car. Your life is so miserable. All the happiness you got in taking the car, when they give you a key, take your picture, they make you cut a cake, and there is a very nice car buying scene as if you have purchased a Boeing jet. And you are taking your car out from your apartment. Nobody said congratulations. You went all the way in the office, you parked. Even security guard did not say congratulations. Evening, you are miserable. 7 లక్షలు 10 లక్షల రూపాయలు లోన్ తీసుకుంటే పొద్దు నుంచి ఒక్కడు కూడా మీ కార్ బాగుందా? Is that our state of mind? Yes, let us be honest. That is our state of mind. Because we are always constantly looking for external recognition, external validation, external approval, but not internal. This is how we are made, and this is how our ecosystem society is made, right? But the people who are in the state of samadrushti and sthira buddhi do not find happiness from external reasons. They find happiness from within. They are always happy. ఒకడు పొగిడినా ఒకడు తిట్టినా ఆనందానికి ఏమీ తేడా లేదు. దట్ ఈస్ వాట్ కృష్ణ ఇస్ టెల్లింగ్. దిస్ ఈస్ ద టెస్ట్ ఇన్ స్పిరిచువల్ రియలైజేషన్. ఆర్ యూ స్పిరిచువల్లీ ప్రోగ్రెస్డ్? ద ఆన్సర్ ఫర్ యువర్ సెల్ఫ్ ఇస్ హౌ మచ్ ఐఎమ్ ఇంటర్నల్లీ డిపెండెంట్ వర్సెస్ హౌ మచ్ ఐఎమ్ ఎక్స్టర్నల్ డిపెండెంట్. మీరు అర్థంలో చూసుకుంటే మీకే అర్థమైపోద్ది. నేను 6 నెలల నుంచి భగవద్గీత క్లాసులకు వస్తున్నాను, నా తల చుట్టూ ఏమన్నా ఒక రింగ్ వచ్చిందా? ప్రభుజీ నా వెనకాల ఏమన్నా రింగ్ కనబడుతుందా మీకు? తేజస్ నా ఫేస్ లో నుంచి ఏమైనా వెలుగు వస్తుందా? ఫేర్ అండ్ లవ్లీ రాసుకుంటే ఆ టీవీలో చూపిస్తాడు, అట్లా నా ఫేస్ లో నుంచి ఏమైనా వెలుగు వస్తుందా? నా ఫేస్ నుంచి ఏమైనా వెలుగు వస్తుందా? నన్ను చూడంగానే ఒక కరిష్మా కనబడుతుందా మీకు? అరే 5వ చాప్టర్ కూడా అయిపోయింది, ఇంకా నా ఫేస్ లో ఏం మార్పు రాలేదా? ప్రభుజీ నెక్స్ట్ వీక్ 6వ చాప్టర్ కూడా మొదలెట్టేస్తున్నాడు. సో ఇంకెళ్తాం అనవసరమేమో, రైట్? సో అవర్ స్పిరిచువల్ టెస్ట్ ఈస్, am I making spiritual progress? Am I becoming sthira buddhi? Am I becoming samadrushti? That is my self-test for every day. A wise person does not depend on sense objects for happiness. He is not attracted to temporary pleasures. Happiness is not taken from the outside stimuli. Real happiness comes from within, not from temporary external pleasures. మనం ఏంటంటే టుడే వి లుక్ ఫర్ ఎక్స్టర్నల్ ప్రెషర్ అండ్ దెన్ వి ఫీల్ హ్యాపీ. అది లేకపోతే బాధ, అది ఉంటే సంతోషం. కృష్ణ ఇస్ టెల్లింగ్, డోంట్ డిపెండ్ అపాన్ ఎక్స్టర్నల్ సర్కమ్స్టెన్సెస్ ఫర్ యువర్ హ్యాపీనెస్ బికాస్ యు ఆర్ ఆల్రెడీ ఇన్ ఎ హ్యాపీ స్టేట్ ఆఫ్ మైండ్. ఆనందం కోసం బయట నుంచి ఎత్తుక్కోవద్దు, అంతర్గతంగా ఎత్తుక్కోండి. అంతర్గతంగా ఆనందం ఎప్పుడు పొందుతారు? భగవంతుడితో కనెక్షన్ డీప్ గా ఉంటే యు ఆర్ హ్యాపీ. ఇట్ ఈస్ నాట్ లైక్ ఎవరు లేకపోతే నవ్వుకుంటే సైక్రియాటిస్ట్కి ఫోన్ చేస్తారు. అంతర్గతంగా ఆనందం ఉంటుంటే ఎవరు లేకుండా పిచ్చోళ్ళగా నవ్వుకోమని కాదు. నలుగురు వచ్చి తీసుకెళ్లి అంబులెన్స్ లో పడేసి డాక్టర్ దగ్గర తీసుకుపోయి, ఏమంటే ఈ మధ్య మా ఆయన బాగా తెగ నవ్వుతున్నాడండి, ఎక్కువ నవ్వుతున్నాడండి, అయిన దానికి కాని దానికి నవ్వుతున్నాడండి, ఏమన్నా ట్యాబ్లెట్ ఇవ్వండి అంటారు. యూ అండర్స్టాండ్ తెలుగు మాతాజీ? ఓకే. ఆడికి ట్యాబ్లెట్ ఇవ్వండి, అయిన దానికి కాని దానికి పిచ్చోళ్ళగా నవ్వుతున్నారంట. నో, దట్ ఈస్ నాట్ వాట్ ఇట్. ఇఫ్ యు ఆర్ ఇంటర్నల్లీ కనెక్టెడ్ టు కృష్ణ, if your foundation is very strong with a relationship with Krishna, external ups and downs do not influence you. ఇంకా ప్రతిదానికి అంత బాధపడరు, ప్రతిదానికి అంత ఓవర్ ఎక్సైట్ అవ్వరు, బికాస్ యూ హ్యావ్ ద స్ట్రెంగ్త్ ఆఫ్ రిలేషన్ యాజ్ అ ఫౌండేషన్ ఇన్ యువర్ హార్ట్. అర్థమైనా? దిస్ ఇస్ వాట్ కృష్ణ ఇస్ ట్రైంగ్ టు కమ్యూనికేట్ ఇన్ దిస్ శ్లోక 22. ఏ హి సంపర్శ జాభోగా, ఏ హి సంస్పర్శ జాభోగా, దుఃఖయోనాయ ఏవతే అది అంతవంత కౌంతేయ
అద్యంతవంత కౌంతేయ
రమతే బుధా
నతేషు రమతే బుధః
సంపర్శ జాభోగా
ఏహి సంపర్శజా భోగా
దుఃఖయోనాయ ఏవతే
దుఃఖయోనయ
అది
ఏవతే
అంతవంత కౌంతేయ
అద్యంతవంత కౌంతేయ
రమేషు రమతే బుధా.
నతేషు రమతే బుధః.
An intelligent person does not take part in the sources of misery because of the contact with the material senses. So such pleasures have beginning and end. So the wise men do not delight in them. So Krishna is telling, don't depend on external sensory pleasures because they have a start and an end. Right? రసగుల్లా తింటే నాకు ఆనందంగా ఉంటుంది. ప్రభుజీ లాస్ట్ సండే రసగుల్లా తిన్నారు, ఇంకా ఆనందంగా ఉన్నారా? నీకేమైనా పిచ్చి? ఎప్పుడో లాస్ట్ సండే రసగుల్లా తింటే ఇంకా ఏంటి ఆనందం? ఉండాలి కదా ప్రభుజీ, రసగుల్లా తిన్నారు కదా, ఎంతసేపు ఉంటుందో? పావుగంట ఉంటుంది, అరగంట. సో వాట్ కృష్ణ ఇస్ టెలింగ్, దీస్ సెన్సరీ ప్లెజర్స్ విచ్ వీఆర్ ట్రైంగ్ టు డెరైవ్ ఎవ్రీ డే, దే ఆర్ టెంపరరీ ప్లెజర్స్. దే హ్యావ్ ఎ స్టార్ట్ టైమ్, దే హ్యావ్ ఎన్ ఎండ్ టైమ్. హౌ మెనీ ఆఫ్ యూ అబ్జర్వ్డ్ that you are working hard for a desire, big desire, and the desire got fulfilled, and how long you are happy? Let's say you wanted to buy a new home. You worked hard, you took loan, you were saving for many years, you bought your house. How many days, how many years you are happy with the new house? Ante kada. How many of you are still happy with the house you bought? Still keeps exciting you. Wow, I bought a beautiful home. I bought a beautiful home. ఇంకా ఆనందం ఉందా? ఏంటి ప్రభు? కొంతవరకే ఉంటుంది. ఎంత పెద్దదైనా కొంతవరకే ఉంటుంది. If now I say any one of you Happy New Year, what will you say? What is today? 12th of April. If I see somebody and say Happy New Year, what will he say? Maximum until 10th, 15th of January, Happy New Year is allowed. After that, Dukkha New Year. So it is nothing more exciting anymore. If I say Happy New Year now, it is not exciting. You got promoted, after 6 months, I come and say congratulations to your promotion. Or your wedding anniversary happened, after 2 months, I said happy anniversary. 2 महीने हो गए रे, अभी क्या happy anniversary? Anniversary and happy, they don't go well together. Right. So material sense pleasures are due to the contact of material senses, which are all temporary. So actually Rishabhadev in Bhagavatam 5:5:1, Rishabhadev, who is Rishabhadev, you know? The one who is the Jainism, you know, right? Jainism started from Rishabhadev. He is also Krishna, one of the avatars. Rishabhadev is also one of the avatars. He tells us, Nayam deho deha bhajam nroke, kashtan kaman arhate vidbhujam ye, tapodivyam putraka yena sattvam, sudyed yasmat brahma saukyam tva anantam. He is telling, Rishabhadev is telling all his sons, my dear sons, there is no reason to labor very hard for sense pleasure while in the human form of life, because pleasure is available even to the hogs. Rather, you should undergo penances in this life by which your existence will be purified, and as a result, you will be able to enjoy unlimited transcendental bliss. ఏమంటున్నాడు ఋషభదేవుడు? ఈ శరీరం సంబంధించిన ఆనందం జంతువుల్లో కూడా ఉంది. అదే ఆనందం. స్త్రీతో సంగమం, భోజనం, నిద్ర, ఇవన్నీ జంతువుల్లో కూడా దొరికే ఆనందాలే. సో దానికోసం పరితపించొద్దు, శాశ్వత ఆనందం కోసం వెతుక్కోండి, మీ జీవితాన్ని బాగుపరుచుకోండి. దట్ ఈస్ వాట్ ఈస్ టెల్లింగ్ హిస్ సన్స్. దట్ ఎంజాయ్మెంట్ ఈస్ దేర్ ఈవెన్ ఇన్ అదర్ లైఫ్స్, మెటీరియల్ లైఫ్. You open Discovery Channel, you will understand. Once I was watching something, I saw a fish making a beautiful picture. I don't know how many of you seen that one. It made a big rangoli, a small fish. It made a big rangoli on the sand to attract a female fish. అంటే ఎక్కడికి వెళ్ళినా this is what sensual pleasure, sexual pleasure, దాని గురించే మనం పరితపిస్తున్నాము. So he's telling, Rishabhadev is telling, don't waste your life. Is there any father who is telling his son like this? Atuvanti tandri. If I connect back to that Prahlada sloka, Harinerugu manuvadu tandri. అంటే ఏ తండ్రి అయితే బిడ్డకి భగవంతుని మీద భక్తి చాలా ఇంపార్టెంట్ అని చెప్తాడు, అటువంటి తండ్రి. అంతేగా నాన్న నువ్వు ఎట్లా కొట్లా నీటి కొట్టాలరా నాన్న, I want to see you as a oncologist or cancer specialist in the hospital. I want you to earn so much money. I want you to the best doctor in Hyderabad. Okay, as a father, that's all your desire is good, but there are material desires. But are you telling your son, work hard, become a topper, but please also develop your love for Krishna. Learn Srimad Bhagavad Gita. Understand that you are a soul. Develop your relation with Krishna. Every day, I know you are studying physics, chemistry, botany, zoology, 16 hours a day, but 10 minutes, please chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra. That is how we have to connect. Our duty as a parent, a lot of people say, it is my duty as a parent, and I need to make them study. I need to give them everything. Yes, you are giving them everything, but what are you giving them spiritually? School lo cheppisa avutledu. నేను కూడా చెప్పనంటే, ఇంట్లో కూడా చెప్పనంటే, then how will children know? Is there Bhagavad Gita from LKG to PG in any school except Basil Good School in Hyderabad? There is no other school which has got Bhagavad Gita in the syllabus. Then when will people understand all these things? If parents also don't tell, when people understand that one? So it is our duty to also give the Vedic knowledge to our children. Whether they follow or not, it's not our responsibility, but it is our duty to keep telling, keep encouraging them in this path of bhakti. So that's what Krishna is telling, that all these pleasures have start and an end. We should be able to tell our children also that don't be overexcited with all these pleasures. They may not understand, but it's our duty to tell that you should continue to bhakti also. Bhakti is as equal to career. Bhakti is as equal to wealth maximization. Bhakti is as equal to getting big name and fame in the society. Bhakti is as equal to all your desires for a big flat and big car and everything. That's what Rishabhadev is telling. 23. Saknoti haiva yahsodhum praksharira vimokshana Kama krodadbhavam vegam sayuktassa sukhinaraha Saknoti haiva yahsodhum
शक्नोति हैव यः सोढुम्
vimokshanat
प्राक्शरीरविमोक्षणात्
bhavam vegam
कामक्रोधोद्भवं वेगं
sayuktassa sukhinaraha.
सयुक्तः स सुखी नरः.
20 minutes, is that okay? I want to close this chapter today. You can eat more idlis by extending by 30 minutes more. So, saknoti haiva yahsodum praksharira vimokshanat krama kodat bhavam vegam sayukta sasukinaraha. Krishna is telling, one is able to tolerate the urges of the material senses and check the force of desire and anger. He is happy. కృష్ణుడు ఏం చెప్తున్నాడు? టాలరేట్ ద సెన్సెస్. టాలరేట్ ద సెన్సెస్ అంటే ఇంద్రియాలు మనని ఎప్పుడు ఇబ్బంది పెడుతుంటాయి. కృష్ణ ఇస్ టెలింగ్ టాలరేట్ దెమ్, లర్న్ టు కంట్రోల్ దెమ్, లర్న్ టు టాలరేట్ దెమ్, దెన్ యు ఆర్ హ్యాపీ. కృష్ణ ఇస్ టెలింగ్, ఈస్ నాట్ టెలింగ్ నీకు నచ్చింది నువ్వు చేసుకో కాదు. కంట్రోల్ యువర్ సెన్సెస్. దిస్ కెన్ బి కనెక్టెడ్ యాక్చువల్లీ టు వాచో వేగం, మనసా క్రోధ వేగం, జిహ్వా వేగం, ముదరోపస్థ వేగం, ఏతాన్ వేగాన్ శిష్య ఉదీరయేత్. సో వాచో వేగం, మనసా క్రోధ వేగం, జిహ్వాన్ వేగం. సో కృష్ణ ఇస్ టెల్లింగ్ కంట్రోల్ యువర్ సెన్సెస్. ఇంద్రియాలని నిగ్రహించండి. నిష్టొచ్చినట్టు చేసుకోని అనట్లేదు కృష్ణుడు. చాలా మంది చెప్తారు, దిస్ ఇస్ ద ప్రాబ్లం విత్ మెనీ సొసైటీస్ టుడే, మెనీ స్పిరిచువల్ సొసైటీస్. Many spiritual societies are not giving any spiritual instructions. I want to drink so much, go drink, just to do this mantra. I am so much into smoking, it's okay, continue, but just do this Mahamudra. Do whatever you want, but just do this. That's what many spiritual organizations are misleading. But Krishna is crystal clear. You cannot have a cake and eat it too. అంటే కృష్ణుడు ఏం చెప్తున్నాడు? సెన్సెస్ ని కంట్రోల్, ఆఫర్ ప్రసాదం ప్రభు, సెన్సెస్ ని కంట్రోల్ చేయకుండా ఆధ్యాత్మిక పురోగతి కుదరదు. మీకు నచ్చినా నచ్చకపోయినా అంతే. అంటిల్ యూ రెగ్యులేట్ యువర్ సెన్సెస్. బట్ ఐ నో ఇట్స్ వెరీ డిఫికల్ట్ టు కంట్రోల్ ద సెన్సెస్. సో కృష్ణ సెడ్, అలైన్ యువర్ సెన్సెస్ ఇన్ సర్వింగ్ మీ. This is the difference between Krishna consciousness and another general spiritual path. There are some spiritual paths who are not even telling anything. There are secondary kind of spiritual paths which are telling you control your senses without any solution. And Krishna is telling, I know you cannot control your senses. That's why please align your senses to Krishna consciousness. నీ ఇంద్రియాలని నువ్వు నిగ్రహించలేవు, నాకు తెలుసు. ఎందుకంటే ఇచ్చింది నేనే. ఆ ఇంద్రియాలని చపలత్వం ఇచ్చింది కూడా నేనే. సో నీ ఇంద్రియాలని నా వైపు తిప్పు, నా సేవలో నీ ఇంద్రియాలను వాడుకో, అప్పుడు నువ్వు ధర్మ మార్గంలో నిలబడటానికి నీకు అవకాశం ఉంది. దట్ ఈస్ వాట్ కృష్ణ ఇస్ టెల్లింగ్. సో until and unless you control your senses, you cannot progress. If you think I can progress spiritually as I am, I won't stop drinking, I won't stop smoking, I will continue to non-veg left, right, center whenever I want. Even night 12 o'clock I'll order biryani. I'll get up at 9 a.m. I just want to do, I am what I am, but I want to progress spiritually. కుదరదు. అదేంటి ప్రభుజీ? Simple example. There is one +1/+2 student. I will study whenever I want. I will get up at 9 o'clock. I will study only 20 minutes a day. Will you get your IIT seat or a NEET seat? Huh? I will get up whenever I want. Every Sunday I'll play cricket all 10 hours a day. I will watch all the movies on Netflix, G5, everything whenever it comes. But I want to still get an IIT seat or a NEET seat. Is it possible? Huh? Impossible. So for a bloody normal exam itself, if you have to sacrifice for 2 years, everything, not 2 years, now 5 years, 8th class onwards, very soon they'll start from 5th grade. Then very soon, along with LKG, you take Narayana Chaitanya admission. Every Sunday, 20 minutes, basics of physics. From LKG itself, you'll start. Very soon it will start. Did we think that it will start from 8th grade 10 years back, 15 years back? So it will start from LKG also. Right? So, okay, normal to get an IIT or a NEET seat, you are working so hard for 2 years, you are sacrificing your desires. Your parents are going for holiday, you are not going. Your cousin's wedding, everybody is enjoying for 15 days in Sangeet, this, that, this. You are not doing everything. For 2 years, one academic course, you are doing this much to achieve Krishna. How much you have to do? How much control you need to have towards your senses? So if any spiritual organization says, do whatever you want, you can still achieve God, they are cheating us. Because that is against, it is not I am telling or it is not ISKCON is telling. It is Krishna is telling 5.23. This Bhagavad Gita is not created by ISKCON. 5.23 is given by Krishna. Prabhupada might have written explanation, but this sloka is given by Krishna. Krishna is saying, control your senses. Should we continue or stop? Huh? Continue. You have a meeting? 10 o'clock? Okay. I don't know. So we discussed 22, right? 23. 24. Yontasuko antararamas. Yontasuko antararamas. Tatantar jyotiryevaja. Ayogi brahma nirvana.
Ayogi brahma nirvanam
Gachati.
brahma bhutho digacchati
Yontasuko antararamas.
yontas sukontarar
Tatantar jyotiryevaya.
mastathantar
Brahma
devada
nirvana.
Ayogi brahma
Brahma
nirva
gachati.
brahma bhutho digacchati
Antasuko antar arama. Rama. Atma Rama. What is Atma Rama ante artham enti? We all sing Atma Rama Nanda Rama. What is Atma Rama ante? He is happy within himself. Atma Rama ante self-satisfied. He is not externally dependent. Atma Rama. Krishna is telling one whose happiness is within and one whose aim is inwards is actually the mystic. He is in the Brahma Bhuta stage. So Krishna is telling, I know it's very difficult for us, but we will connect this to bhakti only. In bhakti we feel happy. In a Sankirtana we feel happy. In reading Bhagavatam we will feel happy. In listening to Bhagavad Gita we will feel happy. Ante ఇందాక చెప్పాడు కదా కృష్ణ డోంట్ లుక్ ఫర్ ఎక్స్టర్నల్లీ బయట నుంచి ఎత్తుకోద్దు ఆనందం అన్నాడు కదా అలా మీ అంతర్గతమైన ఆనందం మీద ఆధారపడి ఉండమని కృష్ణుడు చెప్తున్నాడు. బయట నుంచి ఆధారపడద్దు, ఆనందం అనేది అంతర్గతంగా ఉన్నది. దెన్ దట్ ఈస్ ద బ్రహ్మభూత స్టేజ్. లభంతే బ్రహ్మ నిర్వాణం ఆశ్రయ కృష్ణ ఆశ్రయ క్షీణ కల్మష ఋషయ క్షీణ కల్మష చిన్నద్వైత యతాత్మాన
సర్వభూత హితే రత లభంతే బ్రహ్మ నిర్వాణం ఋషయ క్షీణ కల్మష చిన్నద్వైత యతాత్మాన సర్వభూత హితే రత.
Krishna is telling the same points. Those who are beyond the dualities, సుఖ దుఃఖాలకి సమదృష్టిగా ఉండమంటున్నాడు. Whose minds are engaged within and who are always busy working for the welfare of living beings, who are free from all sins, achieve liberation. మోక్ష ఎవరికి వస్తుందంటే what are the qualifications? 1, he is beyond the dualities. అంటే ద్వంద్వాలకి అతీతంగా ఉండమంటున్నాడు. ఫస్ట్ క్వాలిఫికేషన్ టు బికమ్ ఎలిజిబుల్ ఫర్ మోక్ష. సెకండ్ క్వాలిఫికేషన్ యు ఆర్ ఫ్రీ ఫ్రమ్ డౌట్స్. ఇంకా డౌట్ లేదు, భగవంతుడు ఉన్నాడా, కృష్ణుడు ఉన్నాడా, గోలోక బృందావనం ఉందా, నిజంగా మనం భక్తి చేస్తే భగవంతుడు మనం తీసుకెళ్తాడా, భగవంతుడి కోసం శ్రమిస్తే మనలో ఇంద్రియాలని కంట్రోల్ చేసుకునే శక్తి ఇస్తాడా. నో డౌట్స్, యూ డోంట్ హ్యావ్ ఎనీ డౌట్స్. Whose minds are engaged within, you are focused on Krishna and you are always working for the welfare of other people, not only yourselves, you are working for the welfare of other people. నలుగురి గురించి భాగవత్ గురించి ఆలోచిస్తున్నాం and you are free from the sins, you are not doing any sins, then you are eligible for the liberation. Are we all eligible for liberation? It's not no, not yet. Not yet is the right answer. Because manlo we still have dualities. We still have doubts. We are still engaged in material senses. We are not We are always busy taking care of ourselves. We are not thinking about other people's welfare. And we are still doing sins. So Krishna is telling, do the opposite. Don't do sins, no doubts, free from duality, engaged within, and work for the welfare of other being. Now here I just want to talk for 2 minutes. What does welfare for other people? So Prabhuji, does it mean that we need to start Anadha Sharanalayam, Vruddhashramam, free midday meals, free eye surgeries? Then only we are working towards the welfare of other people. Working welfare of other people, what we just described, they are also welfare, but they are temporary. Today afternoon you have given meal, raat ko again hungry hota hai. Afternoon you have given them chappan bhog. Maybe they may not be hungry at 7, but night 11 o'clock again you will feel hungry, even though afternoon you had chappan bhog. I have given some person 1,000 rupees. He spent it off. Again, he needs money tomorrow. Right? You have given them some 10 kilo rice or 1 month saripada rice. Again, next month he needs rice. You have given somebody free gas cylinder. This is a big thing now. You have given somebody free gas cylinder. He needs gas cylinder again next month. So, welfare of the people means not only thinking them from a bodily point of view, helping them from a soul point of view. That is why మనం ఇంతకుముందు నేను విన్నది ఏంటంటే అన్ని దానాల కన్నా అన్నదానం గొప్పది. But after understanding Bhagavad Gita, Shastradan is the highest. Annadan is over. Evening digested, next day morning gone. Vidyadana. Shastradana inka goppadi. Vidyadano, by giving Vidya, you are able to make that person independent, go for a job, achieve money, take care of the family. But next life, this Vidyadana is gone. Only A for baffle, B for ball. So, Krishna is telling, if you are a real well-wisher of everybody, give them the knowledge of Krishna. అర్థమైందండి? ఒప్పుకుంటారా ఒప్పుకోరా? ఎవరికైనా మనసుకి రాజీ పడలేదని చెప్పింది? If you are a real well-wisher of everybody, give them this knowledge. Give them the Bhagavad Gita knowledge. So, అసలు ఇంకా జన్మ ఎందుకే ఉండాలన్న స్టేజ్ దాటిస్తున్నప్పుడు కదా, అది అసలైన నాలెడ్జ్. I think I'll stop. Otherwise, it is like, no, only 2 more, 3 more slokas are there. Right, continue. Kamakrodha vimuktanam.
Kamakrodha vimuktanam.
Yeta chetasam.
Yatinam yata chetasam.
Nirvanam.
Abhito Brahma Nirvanam.
Vartate viditatmanam.
Vartate viditatmanam.
We are rushing. With a cool mind, you listen to these slokas. If you did not understand, ask, we will discuss again. Kamakrodha vimuktanam.
Kamakrodha vimuktanam.
Yatinam yata chetasam.
Yatinam yata chetasam.
Nirvanam.
Abhito Brahma Nirvanam.
Atmanam.
Vartate viditatmanam.
He has given some qualifications before. You should be free from dualities. You should not do sins. You should be within. You should be thinking about welfare of everybody. Now Krishna is telling, free from anger and material desires. కోపానికిను భౌతికమైన కోరికలకి దూరంగా ఉండడానికి ప్రయత్నం చేయమంటున్నాడు కృష్ణుడు. సెల్ఫ్ రిలేషన్, సెల్ఫ్ డిసిప్లిన్ ఆర్ అష్యూర్డ్ ఆఫ్ లిబరేషన్. ఎవరికి మోక్షం అర్హులు, ఎవరికి మోక్షం ఇస్తాడు? ఇఫ్ యు ఆర్ ఫ్రీ ఫ్రమ్ యాంగర్ and material desires. So, free from anger, కోపానికి భౌతికమైన కోరికలకి తగ్గించుకుంటూ ఉండడానికి ప్రయత్నం చేసిన వారికి, who have self-discipline, who are everyday chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra, who are everyday reading Bhagavad Gita, who are everyday reading Srimad Bhagavatam, who are everyday trying to remember Krishna, connect to Krishna, think about Krishna, who are having that kind of self-discipline and constantly working towards perfection. నేను ఆధ్యాత్మికంగా ముందుకెళ్ళాలి, నాలో ఉన్న దుర్గుణాలు పోగొట్టుకోవాలి. Somebody is thinking, I want to remove the bad things from my heart. I want to make progress spiritually. I want to get closer to Krishna. Such people are assured of liberation. How beautiful word. Are assured. Guaranteed. Underline. Krishna is telling assured. Inkenduku. Krishna is telling. So basically, Krishna is telling, a devotee of the Lord is constantly engaged in devotional service, perfect in self-realization, very quickly attains liberation. Achirena adhikachyati. Last week we discussed achirena adhikachyati. So Krishna is telling, if you are free from anger, if you are free from material desires, if you have discipline, you are constantly working for perfection and your own purification, you are assured of liberation. అర్థమైందండి? రైట్? కోపం తగ్గించుకోవాలా వద్దా? కోరికలు తగ్గించుకోవాలా వద్దా? డిసిప్లిన్ పెంచుకోవాలా వద్దా? ఆధ్యాత్మిక పురోగతి కావాలా వద్దా? ఈ కావాలంటే అప్పుడు మోక్షం ఇస్తాడు. నాకు ఇవేమి వద్దంటే కృష్ణుడు కూడా థ్యాంక్ యూ, సీ యూ నెక్స్ట్ లైఫ్. సీరియల్స్లో అట్లా ఏమంటాడు? సీ యూ నెక్స్ట్ వీక్ అంటారు చూసారా? ఆర్ న్యూస్లో విల్ మీట్ అగైన్ టుమారో మార్నింగ్ 8 AM న్యూస్ అంటారు. అట్లా కృష్ణ ఆల్సో విల్ సే మళ్ళీ వచ్చే జన్మలో కలుద్దామండి, థ్యాంక్ యూ. అంతకుమించి ఆయన ఏం చేయలేడు. ఎందుకంటే నాకు వద్దాం నువ్వు అంటుంటే ఆయన ఏమంటాడు? మళ్ళీ నాకు జన్మ కావాలి అంటే ఓకే, యువర్ విష్ ఇస్ ఫుల్ఫిల్డ్, ఐ విల్ సీ యూ అగైన్ నెక్స్ట్ లైఫ్ అంట. నెక్స్ట్, స్పర్శాన్ కృత్వా బహిర్బాహ్యం
స్పర్శాన్
చక్షుశ్చైవాంతరే భ్రువో
చక్షుశ్చైవాంతరే భ్రువో
సమౌ కృత్వా
ప్రాణాపానౌ సమౌ
నాసాభ్యంతరచారిణౌ
నాసాభ్యంతరచారిణౌ యతేంద్రియమనోబుద్ధి
యతేంద్రియమనోబుద్ధిర్మోక్షపరాయణః
నిర్మోక్షపరాయణ
క్రోధో
యుగతేచ్ఛాయ భయక్రోధో
ఏవ సః
యస్తదా ముక్త ఏవ సా
కృత్వా బహిర్బాహ్యం
స్పర్శాన్ కృత్వా బహిర్బాహ్యం
దైవాంతరే భ్రువో
యశ్చక్షు
ప్రాణాపానౌ సమౌ కృత్వా నాసాభ్యంతరచారిణౌ
నాసాభ్యంతరచారిణౌ
యతేంద్రియా మనోబుద్ధిర్
యతేంద్రియమనోబుద్ధిర్
నిర్మోక్షపరాయణ
నిర్మోక్షపరాయణ
క్రోధో
విగతేచ్ఛాయ
యస్సదా
భయక్రోధో
ముక్త ఏవ సః.
యస్సదా ముక్త ఏవ
So
సా.
Krishna is explaining from a yoga marga point of view, because we are still not reached bhakti yoga. Krishna is telling from yoga marga point of view, karma yoga, buddhi yoga, gnana yoga, ashtanga yoga, ivanni dataka Krishna is taking to bhakti yoga. But we know the importance of bhakti yoga. That's why we keep this in mind and we are trying to understand all these basics. Krishnudu em cheptunnadante, shutting down all the external sense objects, keeping the eyes and vision concentrated between the nostrils, 2 nostrils, eyebrows, suspending inward and outward breath, controlling the mind, senses, intelligence, a person achieves this liberation. Yogis ఏం చేస్తారండి? ఇలా నిటారుగా కూర్చొని ఎక్స్టర్నల్ సెన్సెస్ కన్నిటికి దూరంగా, ఇంద్రియాలకి చపలత్వానికి ఏమీ లేకుండా భ్రూమధ్య దారం మీద ఇక్కడ ఆజ్ఞాచక్రం మీద ఫోకస్ చేస్తూ బాహ్యంగా అంతర్గతంగా వెళ్ళే ఆ బ్రీత్ని కూడా కంట్రోల్ చేస్తూ యోగ మార్గంలో సమాధి స్థితి చేరుకుంటారు. దిస్ ఇస్ వాట్ పీపుల్ ఇన్ ద యోగా మార్క్ డస్ దట్ వన్, బై ఫోకసింగ్ ఆన్ ద ఇన్ బిట్వీన్ ద ఐబ్రోస్, controlling the breath, sitting straight, controlling the senses. Can we do all this one? One small WhatsApp beep, hey, that is our state. One WhatsApp string vibrator, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. This is our state now. And how can we do this? What Krishna is explaining about 27, 28. How many of you can do this one? Shutting down all sense objects. ఇంద్రియాలకి కంప్లీట్ గా బంద్ చేసి, కళ్ళు అర్ధనిమీలిత నేత్రాలు అంటారు తెలుసా, లైక్ దిస్. 70-80% eyes are closed. And concentrate between two eyebrows. Stop the breath inward and outward within the nostrils. Control the mind, senses, and intelligence. How many of you can do this one? You can do this? Very good. Thank you. I cannot do this one. నా వల్ల కాదు. నేను హరే కృష్ణ జపం చేసుకుంటాను, ఎందుకంటే ఇవన్నీ నా వల్ల కాదు. ఐఎమ్ నాట్ ఎ యోగి. మీరు చేయగలరు, మీకు ఆ శక్తి భగవంతుడు ఇచ్చాడు. ఐ డోంట్ హ్యావ్ దట్. ఐ విల్ ఫోకస్ ఆన్ మై నామ జప, మై రీడింగ్ భగవద్గీత, మై భాగవతం, ఎందుకంటే ఇవన్నీ నేను చేయలేను. That's what Krishna is telling. Yama, Niyama, Asana, Pranayama, Pratyahara. We'll discuss this later in 8th chapter. There's no point in discussing great level of detail. Asal dhyana vela cheyali, ivanni jnana mudra enti. We don't need to discuss all these things. But Krishna is explaining, because there are some people who are inclined to the jnana marga and dhyana marga. We are inclined to bhakti marga. So we are comfortable there. Last and beautiful sloka from this chapter. Bhoktaram yajna tapasam
भोक्तारं यज्ञतपः
Maheshwaram
सर्वलोकमहेश्वरं
Sarvabhutanam
कृदं सर्वभूता
Jnatva mam shanti mruchati.
ज्ञात्वा मां शान्तिं
Bhoktaram yajna tapasam
भोक्तारं यज्ञतपसां
Maheshwaram
सर्वलोकमहेश्वरं
Sarvabhutanam
सुहृदं सर्वभूतानां
Jnatva mam shanti mruchati.
ज्ञात्वा मां शान्तिं
Anyone of
पृच्छति
you can recite?
Bhoktaram yajna tapasam.
Bhoktaram yajna tapasam
Sarvaloka Maheshwaram.
सर्वलोकमहेश्वरं
Sarvabhutanam.
सुहृदं सर्वभूतानां
Santi Vrachati.
ज्ञात्वा मां शान्तिं पृच्छति
Bhoktaram yajna tapasam. Krishna is the ultimate beneficiary of all the sacrifices. Why are we doing all these things? Who is the ultimate person to be pleased? Krishna. Bhoktaram yajna tapasam. Sarvaloka Maheswaram. He is the controller of all the controllers. Anni lokalaki Maheshwarudu evaru? Krishna. What is the meaning of Parameshwara? Krishna. Because he is a controller. Suhridam Sarvabhutanam. He is the well-wisher of everybody. Andari Shreyassu korukunedi evaru? Krishna. Gnatva mam shanti mruchati. Atuvanti Krishnudu sharanagati cheste, one is free from all the material desires and one gets peace. Final sloka. Beautiful sloka. Krishna concluded. Krishna said Samadrushti. Krishna said Sthira Buddhi. Krishna explained you need to have discipline. You need to have control sins. You need to have inward. So many things Krishna explained. But finally he's telling Bhoktaram yajna tapasam Sarvadeva namaskaram Keshavam pratikachyati. Etat phalam Sri Krishna arpanamastu. Yajnanam japa yajnosmi. Japan chestunar enduku? To please Krishna. You are attending Bhagavad Gita class. Why? So that you can tell all your office colleagues, hey, I know Bhagavad Gita. No, to please Krishna. You are listening to Bhagavatam every day for half an hour. Why? To please Krishna. You are eating prasadam. Why? To please Krishna. You are doing everything in this connection to ultimate. Why are you working? To make your boss happy. Is it right or not? Your boss's boss. If they are happy, your work is there. Otherwise, Naukri.com apply. If your boss is not happy, you have to apply somewhere else. You are doing everything to please your boss. Krishna is telling, please me. And who is that who you need to please? Sarvaloka Maheshwaram. I am the controller of all the controllers. And I am your eternal well-wisher, life after life. Prati Jambalono neni talupu kotti cheptunnanu, Manava Janma ento aradu. Every life I am telling you, this human life is rare. Please connect to me. Please read Bhagavad Gita. Please follow Dharma. Please follow the path of Dharma. Connect to me. Work for me. Do not get attached to results. If, let's say you are born again, is the Bhagavad Gita version 2.0 will be there? Next life also you will see the same slokas. If I am alive, I will be also doing 99%. I am there again and again and again. I will be reading these slokas again and again and again. So we will not change the syllabus. We will keeping this one only because Krishna's message is consistent. He has given the same message in the last life also for us. Bhagavad Gita was the same last year. Syllabus do not undergo revision. Krishna has not released version 2.0, 3.0, 4.0. There is no upgrade of software. Foundation is crystal clear. No patches are also released. No patches released, no software upgrade. Krishna is crystal clear. He has given the essence in lakhs of years ago. When did Krishna tell the Bhagavad Gita? What was the sloka in the 4th chapter? Evam Vivasvate Yogan. Krishna said, I have given to Vivaswan. And Vivaswan has given to Manu. Manu has given to Ikshvaku. Ikshvakum Abhravit. Because the cycle is broken, Arjuna, I am telling you again. So this knowledge was there lakhs of years back. So Krishna is finally concluding, one can attain complete peace only in Krishna conscious. Bhaktilone మానసిక ప్రశాంతత ఏర్పడుతుంది. మీరు ఒప్పుకున్నా ఒప్పుకోకపోయినా that is the conclusion of Krishna. You get peace in bhakti. By connecting with Krishna, by identifying our relationship with Krishna, by staying in the path of Krishna, we get peace. Bhakti ఏర్పడుతుంది. That is what Srila Prabhupada is telling. Thus, and the Bhakti Vedanta purports of the 5th chapter of Srimad Bhagavad Gita in the matter of karma yoga or action in Krishna consciousness. I feel very happy today. I thought I will not complete 5th chapter. Did you feel we rushed the last 5 slokas? అర్థమైందండి? లేదా ఎవరికన్నా కంగారుగా ఏదో సిలబస్ కంప్లీట్ చేయాలి. I am not doing any CBSE syllabus that we need to complete it by March, then give February, then give 1 month for revision, then pre-final, final. No. So long as my body is alive, I will continue until 18th chapter. If I am not alive, Raghunandan Prabhu will continue. That's it, my duty. Right. Namaste Narasimhaya Pranadadayine Hiranyakasi Purvashaka Stilakanka Nakalaye Ito Narasimha Bharato Narasimha Yeto ya Visato Narasimha Vahi Narasimha Rudraye Narasimha Narasingha Mahim Saranam Prasate Tavakala Kamalavare Naka Adbhuta Singha Dalita Hiranya Kasipu Tanudriva Eka Sasita Narahari Rupa Jagadish Hare Jai Jagadish Hare Jai Narasingha Dev Narasingha Dev Narasingha Dev Jaya Narasingha Dev Jaya Sara 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 Jaya Sara Sara Jaya Jaya Prabhupada 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 Jai Jai Prabhupada Jaya Jaya Gurudev 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 Jai Jai Nitai Gaura Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Nitai Gaura Hari Bol Bhakti Vittana Shikaran Singha Bhagavan ki Bhakta Shiromani Prahlad Maharaj ki Namacharya Sri Haridas Thakur ki Kaliyuga Pavana Harinama Sankirtana Yajna ki. A person who is used to getting up at 10 o'clock like me, Prabhupada is allowing me to wake up at 5 o'clock, do one revision of the chapter, what I am preaching to you today, get ready, come here by 6:45. This is what Prabhupada has made me a person who is habit of getting up at 10 o'clock. So he has given a purpose in my life now. On a Sunday morning, there is a purpose. Why am I getting up? That I have to come and share this divine Bhagavad Gita knowledge with all of you. Right? That is the purpose Krishna has created, Prabhupada has created in our life. Thank you all for giving this opportunity. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Abhay Charana Ravinda Bhakti Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Hare Krishna. Thank you all. We spoke so much. I request you to continue to read. We have now completed 29 slokas. So some of you who have not read it, did your homework. Now you have 4 slokas every day. 7 into 4, 28. 4 slokas every day is your homework. If you have already read the 14 last week, then you have 15 to 29, 14 slokas, 2 slokas or 3 slokas every day. Right? Thank you. Please go through again. Thank you. Hare Krishna. Thank you all for joining online. And if you have any questions, kindly post in the group and try to explain as much as possible. Request you to reflect on what we discussed and read the Bhagavad Gita, what you have. If you don't have a physical copy, Veda base you can see. Or if some of you are in India and if you don't have the book, send me a message. I will post the book to your home.